Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How are you guys doing today? Looks like we've already got some people lining up here. Chat's going wild. You all ready to have some fun? Hey, Dalen, nice to see you on Twitch. Solo Wave. Yes, I believe I am quite ready. Got my sweet, delicious, extra sugary, energy-filled juice and a snack on the side just in case the tournament goes wild. Virtually Glaze, welcome. Remember guys, this is a tournament, so there will be a delay. If I don't get to your comments or chat pretty early on, then that would be why. Alright, let's hop into the lobby here. Probably be another couple more minutes before the first match actually starts. We can let you guys see what's actually going on here. There we are. You can also bring the bracket up for you guys while we wait. Here, let me get myself unmuted in the Forts Discord. Remember guys that we will be joined here by our fan favorite Fraz, Frazzy Daddy, here to have a chat with us, and as always, Nosehead, the tournament runner. I'm one of the head devs in Forts. Let's go ahead and unmute. Hello, hello, hello.
Oh. Hey, Incursus, how you doing, man?
I'm doing quite alright, Nosehead. Y'all ready to have some fun?
I am. I'm looking forward to this.
As am I. Looks like we've already got the lobby filled up. Are these the teams that are ready to go?
I believe so. I'm just going to triple check that. Because we want Lost at Sea versus Big Mans. So...
Oh my.
The names. So I've got a particular channel there which has the names and the users. So we need JLo, Do Sullivan, and we need Mr. Tom and somebody named Turd Boy. So I think we've got everybody here.
It looks like it. We also have the additional sleazy memes.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing here.
As long as he's not causing problems, that shouldn't be too much of a problem.
I think he's probably taking X-Rays on the spot though, because X-Rays needs to stream it.
Ah.
So sleazy, please leave. I don't think he's playing this time. Okay, and I'll just tell him X-Rays and he can join. And so we're not. I don't see a Fraz. I see Fraz in our chat room, but he's
yeah. He just mentioned that he needs an extra minute. I think he's still winding up bringing up his stream.
Okay. All right. So let's go.
For all those who don't know, X-Raisin is another fellow Forts streamer, big in the. Hey, Fraz is here. As I was just saying, X-Raisin is the.
I literally done my intro, and the door went.
Well. Surprise, surprise. I think someone would really like to see you. Alright, so we're just waiting on X-Raisin, our fellow Fort streamer, big over in France with the French group. Fellow friend. Great guy, highly recommend. Check him out on Twitch.
Yeah, and he's #1 on the 1v1 leaderboard.
That is correct. Currently the highest ranked player in the world.
I think you're going to have to challenge him there, Incursus.
I may have to do that at some point in time.
Okay, I'm not hearing from X-Raisin yet for some reason.
I see him online.
And people say hi in my stream chat.
Oh, hello people. Nice to see you.
We have Nosehead and Project Incursus joining us today. And I'm joining them, and vice versa. Everything in between.
Indeed. For all those wondering in chat, the delay is currently at 30 seconds, which is the delay that we usually do for these tournaments.
Yep. I think we're going to just press on here. It's a shame, though, because it's the French stream that would be I don't know. He was here like a couple minutes ago, but he has disappeared.
Said he's
All right,
online
well.
on.
Yeah, I see him online. He's just not responding yet. He's probably, I'm not sure. Maybe he went to get the door.
Could be. Because we have a buzzer, and I literally said my intro, and then it just started buzzing. I was like, seriously? And then it went into the floor below us, and it was like, we could kill you right now.
Oh my. Sounds violent.
Fried noodles, we notice you. Don't worry, buddy. Fried noodles is like, senpai, notice me.
Okay, I don't think I'm going to delay this any longer. Let's just move on, shall we?
Well, wait a minute.
We've got everybody here. Yep.
Are you just going to give the team one a little bit of a boost or something?
Oh, that's right. Sorry about that.
You know, you get a
okay,
first-hand
so
experience.
Sleazy. Oh my god.
He is one of the. I don't mind. He'll be able to see the matches anyways, as long as he's not causing a problem. If Rex Raisin's not gonna be here, he'll have to leave when X Raisin comes for sure. But I don't mind.
Yeah. Okay, here we go then. Here we go.
15 minutes. No mods.
15
Wingman
minutes.
4v4 is the first map.
Yeah, it is. Here we go.
2v2 ranked and Fried Noodles. I'm not taking part. I don't know about Incursus. Are you in it?
I am not taking part this time. I'm just here to have a chat and drink my tea.
We're chatting, seeing we giving our views, although everybody thinks I'm terrible at Forts.
I know I'm terrible at Forts, and I work on the game.
All right.
Check out my rank. Fear my rank.
Yeah, it's the highest rank I've seen.
2v2?
This should be 2v2.
Mine's for 1v1s. A mile away from Incursus. Just waiting on Mr. Tom. What's the team names, actually, because I haven't got the menu up yet.
It's Big Mans versus Lost at Sea.
Okie.
All right, looks like everyone's ready to go.
They're saying this Wingman 4v4 wasn't on the map list.
Wasn't it?
Who
But,
knows?
okay. I'm pretty sure. I see it on the list here. Typey.
It's me. Forgive me. Please.
Oh, that's all right.
Please don't ban me.
No large. Huh. Look at that. Okay.
Oh, I think they're
let me-
confused about the 4v4 thing because they're like, why is that? But gives them something to flesh out on, I suppose.
Oh, wait a sec. I've got the wrong one.
Oh,
4v4.
jeez.
What am I doing?
Oh.
Sorry. Here we go.
Well, we're ready.
All right. Well, good thing they caught that.
Yeah.
The only person I played Fortnite with is Incursus, if you ever played it.
I have
Incursus
played.
can actually shoot.
I have played Fortnite. I used to play it quite a lot. I've done quite a few tutorials on it. I actually made, well, shameless plug here. I actually made a video that was taken and went wild with on those top compilation videos.
Did your video get taken by one of them as well?
I mean, I submitted it to them, so I'm not angry about them with it. I was just happy when it made it to like all of them in the top slot. I was like, yes! It made me happy. Of course, this was a very, very long time ago.
But yeah, we're ready to go. Just waiting on JLo.
JLo to ready up, and we can
There we
start.
go.
There we are. All right, let's do
The
this.
very first match of the Forts Tournament. I can't remember what that number that is.
Ah. Who's not readying up?
That
There we
is
go.
number 12. XII.
12. We're here for number 12, 2v2, and well, we'll soon see how long this will go for and who wins.
All right, we're doing through the first load here, but it looks like we have Lost at Sea and Big Mans going up against each other here. Remember, this is co-op mode. For those unfamiliar with co-op, there is no single forts. Everyone controls everyone else's forts. at least within the same team. Here we only have 2v2s, and we're going to have maps that revolve around either 1 or 2 forts. That way all players on one team have control over every fort on their own team. If we were to go into a larger map, like a 4v4, they would have 4 separate forts, yet be in control of all of them.
I still think the observer mode needs a little thing down in the corner that tells you the resources for each team.
I agree. I've been pushing for this. It's just that we're doing a bunch of stuff, and unfortunately, this hasn't taken a huge priority.
So essentially,
the never-ending backlog.
Dev talk means we're adding a bunch of new things.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe.
All right, so on team 1 on the left, we've got, what is this? Tom and Turd. We have Tom and Turd Boy, which make up for Team Big Mans.
So how do I sponsor you?
And here on the left we have here on the right, I am sorry, we have Team 2 with Danos and JLo making up Team Lost at Sea.
Bloody's telling a wee thing for you Incursus. I think it's to do with Pixark. He's going to make your fort all yellow.
Again, how many times is he going to do that? Oh, jeez. I suppose I could use a paint job. It's been a while.
Make it all black or something. Maybe.
Yeah, but that's my normal color.
Hey,
Abe Alba. Welcome to the chat. Coming in with the 10.
Yeah, so far.
Asking how to sponsor. If you're on
Left
YouTube
team's
chat,
got their factory down.
there is next to the
And,
super chat button.
that
It should
thing.
actually be. It's the sponsor button.
Let's see. Oh, and Team 2 has gone to factory.
Actually, is it next to the super chat button?
Yeah. So we're gonna
I
see
can look it up real quick.
Relatively,
Lasers.
we've got some missiles going up in there in the top left.
That's right.
It does seem to be both teams are kind of using the back base for like tech, really. Using the front one almost sacrificial.
Yeah.
Although in saying that, they put Team 1's putting a little bit of factory in there, and a little bit of resources in there. They do know it's co-op, right?
Yeah. Hope so.
And Incursus, this is a little thing for you. I don't know if you've tried out one of the mods yet that allows you to build tanks.
That is the What Are Tears mod. It allows tanks that usually blow themselves up because they have a lot of recoil, and most structures that you
I've
place on
seen
them
that.
can't actually support the recoil. So you click the button and they
recoil
simply
is-
poof out of existence, which is always enjoyable to watch.
I done a video
The
where it
recoil is real.
just had tanks and that was it.
They're really expensive too. I'll have to do a video on them alone.
Just turn on the infinite resources.
Yeah,
It makes everything all better.
that's one way to go about it. So far, we don't have a whole lot of action going around here. We do have...
No, it's a lot of building, and so it's gonna
Left has got a
get-
couple of missiles.
Indeed, left is going... has a fair few EMPs going around. Looking to
Freedom
see how
man.
they utilize them.
Upgrade center as well. Up in the top left, they've also got that back bit of the swarm missiles. Right seems to be preparing for that with something because they've got.
we got some
anti-
AA going on. Yeah.
And
Oh,
Team
there goes
2
the
also
laser.
has a plasma lasers, about a quarter of the way done at the moment. The interesting thing is that neither team's bases are really very strongly defended.
Yeah, they can be
Ooh.
easily chipped right at the bottom and topple over. Particularly the top one though. That top one literally doesn't have much in the way of anything. Okay, what was that O at, Incursus?
Ably is coming in with a sponsor.
Upgraded missiles.
Finding the sponsor button. Welcome to the incursion, man.
Yeah, nobody's
Incursus
taking a
is
We've
shot
got
yet.
plenty of emotes just for you to check them out. You can use the Frazzy Dad, or
Come
what is it, the
back,
Adam Daddy
Incursus.
emote. Hey, sorry about that. One sec. I was just announcing a new sponsor. For all those wondering, you can in fact sponsor on YouTube. Get access to all the beautiful emotes and great functionality.
I still don't have any. Because I don't stream on YouTube, so nobody knows I have the button.
For all those wondering, you can in fact sponsor on Twitch. It's called, what is it, subscribing over there, and you get access to all the beautiful emotes and such. Highly recommend. And here we go. The first shot fired out of Team 1. Pair of rockets immediately shut down by the flak of Team 2. This Team 2's got plenty of that to go around.
Yeah, Team 2's got, because we've got 2 in the first fort, 1 in the back fort. That laser is about to be complete though, and
this looks like they're getting rid of the fire of that nuke. Indeed, laser's complete. Let's see what damage can be dealt. Ooh.
They've already built shields. Oh, here comes.
Oops.
And it's gone. Failure to build in time.
Oh, they're using.
That's a lot of flak, and it drained all the flak. The flak are gone. That's a hit. No significant damage, but it still hurts.
How much resources does a flak use again? Because obviously they do tend to drain down if they're fired too often.
The flak doesn't use much.
Yeah, a whole whack of them.
The lack of defenses from Team 1. Their nuke launching base has toppled, and it's over.
There's 3 lasers.
Wow, that was quick.
Hey, Jacob, welcome to the chat.
That was quick.
And thank you, Abby's. It's very much appreciated. It's nice to see you around.
Second laser about to be complete, and a third one is on it. Nope, they're deleting the third one actually. In fact.
Oh my, they are in fact deleting one of their heavy weapons. It was under construction and no more. Perhaps they've determined that they don't have enough energy to support that many weapons. Playing it safer.
Just a little off the back there, you know.
And there goes all of the energy production from Team 1. Keep in mind, Team 1 is currently sitting on 4 energy shields. Without the energy producing turbines, they're going to be just completely out of resources until they fix that problem.
Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to have to...
For the uninitiated, energy shields do incur an energy upkeep. They cost an amount of energy just to have them online. In this case, they usually range from about 20 to 25 energy based on the size of them. And so these are going to be draining. He's got 4 of them, meaning that he's going to be draining about negative 100 energy. Without any additional energy production from the core, as the core only produces about 100 energy passively, they're going to be sitting on just about 0 energy production until these turbines come online.
Wow, and they've blocked him.
Are they actually well, they certainly didn't stay around very long.
They had
came,
blocked
they
them
saw,
as well.
They went. But you're using a shield.
Ooh, that's going to be dangerous. They're building the shields, and as long as they can keep it up, they will be able to put turbines in there. But they're going to have to redesign this a little bit. If they start, they may not have the energy at all to place a turbine, and they're placing a sniper instead.
Sniper? Okay, that's a bit of a weird choice.
But
we've got the second base up in the top right, just completely just going mental with.
At this, it's dangerous for Team 2 to be doing that, but they can get away with it right now if they're not going to be punished for it. Hey, Wilfred, welcome to the chat. Remember, guys, we do have a 30-second delay on, so I may not be able to interact with you guys all that much.
I hope those guys know that both of them can work on that fort.
I hope so. It looks like they're actually shutting down some of their energy shields to build up enough energy to be able to fire their weapons. Well, this will leave them completely exposed and vulnerable to hits of every kind.
And that laser is recharged.
Oh, they're shutting down the third one. And we got 2 energy shields, and they're coming in from the front. Able to burn through some of their metal.
Oh. Down the bottom are actually out. But
I'm not sure.
Curious. They must be just waiting to build up enough so they can get.
Well, Team 2 is going with the triple cannons, so those won't exactly be worrying about shields.
Yeah.
Hey, Helm Silent, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat.
That's a great question.
Helm, another streamer.
The sniper just seems a bit.
Make sure to check him out on Twitch when he goes live. Nice to play Fortnite and sometimes some Forts because Forts is fun.
Hello, how are you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. We've got Incursus and Nosehead here.
Looks like Team 1's still struggling with the base design. I imagine they built the sniper in order to be able to fire their singular swarm missiles. Alas, the swarm missiles require a lot more energy than they're able to produce. Additionally, in their current layout of base, their wind turbines are blocked. And here comes the first cannon. They've got 2 more where those are coming from. Just about to be built.
And the laser...
Laser with the follow-up, and that's it. it's over. Team
they
2
go.
with the victory.
Team 2.
Well, the 30% reactor health coming off the Team 2 there.
Indeed, that first nuke hit actually took out more than 50% of
Yeah.
that health bar.
That's right. Interesting. All right. So,
As JLo and Danos from Team 2 from Lost at Sea.
they go forward, eh?
Indeed.
Okay, so if you guys could round up the next guys, I'm going to deal with the bracket.
Looks like we need Tier 3 Duo and the Vanilla guys.
Okay, so it was Lost at Sea that won that last one?
That is correct.
Okay.
There we go. We're just waiting in T3 Duo and the Vanilla Guys. I like the name. The Vanilla Guys.
Okay, so...
Let's have a look here. Who's that? Where do I find the actual team names or the teams that are in the name of the players are in the teams?
There is
Yes.
a tournament teams chat.
Yeah, I thought that
With
would be
in the
handy.
announcement.
Aha. Right. So we need Rage Alert and General. Didn't General Wiggins say he couldn't take part? Something about his
Okay,
internet?
yeah. Yeah,
We
he's
have
back on now. That's good because
Oh.
he was having issues. I wasn't going to sweat about it, but
We do-
Thank you very much, Bloody.
Speaking of chat, we do have a few persons in chat that just wanted to say, hey Fraz, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. What about yourself, Incursus? Tell my people too.
I'm doing alright. I've got myself plenty of energy to go for the rest of the day. At least, for most of it anyways.
I'll be the one that'll be on the late one. Well, not
It is
too
true.
late,
That's what, 5 hours ahead of me. So it's that'll be 9 coming up at 9:30 for you.
Yep.
And it's getting late. All
Call
right,
that
we've
late or call
got.
that early?
Well, it's getting nightfall. For those wondering,
It's
yes,
early morning here.
we will be streaming the entire tournament, and in my case, including the back-end shenanigans and all the cat herding.
Yeah.
The herding. The herding is real.
So we have Rage Alert and Gerald Wigging taking on as their T3 duo, aren't they? Wait, T3, does that mean they're going to do mortars? Please tell me they'll do mortars.
That would be
I would
interesting.
love for an
T3
opportunity.
versus the vanilla
That'd be
guys.
such a good
If we land on the Skylands 2v2 map, we may actually have a legitimate opportunity for some tier 3 mortar play.
That could be interesting. Okay, so who are we missing?
We're missing one player from each team. We are currently waiting on, what is it, just Rage Alerts. We are also waiting on HT, both of which were active earlier that I saw. Oh,
we have-
I'm sorry, HT is in, my bad. We have X-Rays in. Congratulations,
We're just
X-Rays in.
missing
too.
Rage.
Just missing Rage.
I'll be back in a second. I just need to say something to my stream.
All right, so what we'll do then is go and have a look at the bracket here and just see where we're at. All right, so that is Lost at Sea that moves forward in that last battle, defeating Big Mans. And so now we're looking for T3 Duo versus the Vanilla guys.
Indeed, and where is Rage Alert? I don't see him online anymore. Or I don't see him active anymore. Oh, no, he's green on Discord. I don't see him in a chat.
Hello, guys. I'm back.
Hello.
Apparently,
Welcome
Bloody
back.
decided to become the first official Smash Gaming sponsor.
Well, congratulations. Bring all the emotes and fun.
I can now play around with them. Yay!
I have some people in chat asking why Fraz did not wish to join the tournament this time, or did not join the tournament this time.
I did rank 1v1. I haven't touched rank 2v2.
Makes sense to me.
I usually, when I'm doing my videos, it's like with everybody, and it's usually ends up being like 4v4s to get as many people in as possible. And most of the time we're doing mods and stuff. So when I have a bit of spare time, I just do 1v1s. I don't really have a teammate. So.
I'm much more of a fan of the 1v1s myself. But hey, everyone has their opinions.
Maybe we should have another.
For the follow?
Maybe we should have another 1v1 tournament.
Is that a hint? Just me and Incursus against each other? I'll be actually like walked over. What happened to Fraz? I don't know. He's quivering in the corner. At Firelight, the tournament's going very well. We've just finished one match so far. We're just waiting on one of the contestants. Who are we actually waiting on now?
Rage alerts.
Yeah, and he was here a sec ago, and now he's... It's just a bit frustrating.
He's
he was, like,
not yet
saying
appeared.
Some words, and then his partner managed to fix his internet, and then he ran away.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was literally talking right before this last match.
Yeah.
Where did he just poof off to?
Yeah, hello, I'm not sure if you were here at the beginning or not, but we were talking about RTS and how he's actually... Did you guys mention he's #1 in the world, pretty much?
He is.
You can see in the lobby, he's currently rank #1.
Maybe we'll postpone this match till Rage gets back.
Right,
why don't we do that?
Probably a good idea.
Yeah,
I hate to disqualify someone when they've literally just saw them a few minutes ago.
Postponing this match.
Alright, I will... Who do we need?
Rage is back.
We need Pyro and Plasma Devastator for Team Frontline Plasmaturgs. Did I even say that right?
Plasmaturg.
Yeah.
Plasmaturg.
Those are... Yeah. Okay, so let's see if we can get these next guys in.
10 out of 10 times, I'm guessing Pyro came out with that name, actually.
Probably. Who's rank 2? Nosehead, do you know who's rank 2?
We could check the leaderboard.
Because we've got Incursus at number 5, X-Res at number 1. Polish is asking who's at number 2.
Well, the leaderboards are actually available online. You don't actually have to go to the game to check it out. There's you can see the leaderboards on Steam. But yeah, so X-Raisin is first in 1v1. Trek Jeff is second, and third is George Stoom. Yeah.
Nobody knows it's George Stoom. Just there.
Well, he's actually pretty active on the Discord. He's not unknown. Well, I don't know about pretty active. He's not unknown on the Discord. Alright, so if we can get the next group in here.
Alright. Let's, yeah, who's the... So we need... too many things, too many moving parts. These guys.
Pyro chatting mine, usually hidden in my memes area. He spoke literally about 10 minutes ago. Just, oh, Pyro was typing.
Pyro was here. I saw him in the lobby earlier. I think he was practicing.
He's typing, actually. I mean, who do you think's, like, just for talking's sake, who do you think might take this or stand a good chance of taking it?
Oh, I have it on I have it on X-rays and quick cover. If I were to bet money.
They're both in it.
Yeah, they're not only both in it, but they're on the same team.
Oh. Ouch.
Yeah, we have some good players in here, and the only downside I could see, if I were to do a team analysis, I would X-rays and quick cover on the highest tier expected to win. The only weaknesses I would guess from them would be that they don't necessarily work well together. I don't imagine there's a whole lot of synergy that goes well there. But we're still talking about. But we are still talking about the highest grade of players. I'm sure they're fully capable of functioning together.
We've got a little bit of just downtime, guys, because we've got Pyro and General Wigging trying to find their teammates.
Hey, ZG
All right.
Ballistic, welcome to the chat.
Let's see. Let's try this. Let's try the next guys.
Sorry to not be so active on the chat today, guys, but I do have a bit of delay
Let's
here
see
for the
the
tournament.
teams.
The Slavs versus France Swiss.
Thessalaz George asking why it takes so long.
Let's
That's
see if you guys are here too.
just the downside of running these tournaments. These kind of cat herding and larger events is usually handled very well and by a large team of people, and it usually occurs during commercial breaks. However, here you guys get to see all the back end of how these things actually work. It's like a
I like
how-to, or the
Forge
code,
needs
or the
lobby
behinds and how to make videos. This kind of
It
stuff is the
used
stuff that
to,
gets edited out.
Ages ago, I had it. Took it out though because it was just like constantly, you know, you could spend hours in there, so it would just drive you nuts after a while.
It's the lobby simulator music.
We could make our own. I wonder if I should bring up Incursus' actual chat as well, if people are talking about me.
Oh please, it's gonna be the same people talking in my chat that are talking in yours.
Probably.
They just want to make it dramatic.
Okay, so
Secret Agent Cool is joining. I mean,
yeah, so
CG
I've invited the next teams. So while everybody gets chases up their other teams, their other teammates. So I guess we're going to the Slavs versus France Swiss.
Alright, it'll be Tulk and Nox. Tulk, another streamer. I've seen him live a few times. And quite high in the leaderboards.
I played too many other games to become professional.
Oh, I don't think there's any of us professional here.
Yeah, I would probably say. And
Turd
X-Rays
Boy
would be
and
number
Mr.
one.
Tom. They need to not be in the lobby.
No.
So
It's one thing to have spectators, but they cannot be taking up the slots for the other teams.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got one of the teams here. Which ones have we got? No, we don't. We don't have either of them.
we have Sleazy Means.
I don't
and
see
Secret
Yeah.
are actually-
Tulk.
Yes, Sleazy Means and Secret are both in.
Alright,
Although-
looks like Tulk is in the middle of a match in
Oh, yeah.
Forts.
Hopefully, it was just a practice match, and he can get his bum in here.
Hmm.
Will Gussard asking if I can move the bracket out of the way. I can, however, there is nothing to see. We're just sitting in the lobby and waiting.
Hello, Pyro. How you doing? Pyro's popped into the chats. He's feeling a little bit down about his opponent not showing yet, but he's still got time, Pyro. Still got time. Once this match is over, you'll run through, see if we can get people to come again, hopefully. Keep wondering where the hell my cursor is.
It's being unlocked by Forts.
Probably.
Actually, the next team is they're playing Forts.
Yeah, they were probably just in a practice match and haven't realized that they are
It's-
currently up.
Took a note.
Oh, and now Rage show up.
Oh, well, you know, at least he's here.
Okay,
Films
back to that
Steam.
one.
Someone in my chat has made popcorn to watch the stream. I highly recommend. Actually, what is your favorite kind of popcorn?
Mine?
Yes. Just in
sweet.
general to the chat room. And sweet popcorn for fries? I'm not a big popcorn fan myself, however, I do like a little bit of cheesy popcorn.
You can get toffee popcorn here.
Toffee popcorn? Oh my.
Yep. Although it's one of those popcorns you never stop eating, like most popcorn, you just go right through it and it's like, wait.
Alright, General Wigan and Rage Alert are in. Okay.
Yep, that's what we want. That's what we want. T3 duo versus vanilla. We need Team Vanilla in here. Okay, so Team Vanilla.
We've gone back to the original match, guys. Where it's
Hulk and HT
versus Vanilla.
Alright.
Bloody's saying he had... Wait, pepperoni popcorn?
Pepperoni popcorn. That's an interesting... I'm trying to think. How would you... I guess pepperoni flavored popcorn?
Yeah, but it just seems weird.
Curious.
Pyros is saying here, unless it's possible to get a last-minute teammate, he thinks that Plasma may have fell asleep because it's 6:40 in the morning for him.
I don't mind if he wants to get a replacement. Okay, so somebody needs to leave. General, I think, needs to leave, right?
It's sleazy
No,
memes.
it's sleazy memes. You need to leave.
Sleazy me. Yeah.
Because we're waiting on...
Alright, so we have General Rage Alert. It's HT, who is currently here. Waiting for the lobby to open up.
Oh, he didn't mean pepperoni. Legit pepperoni in a bag.
Oh,
everywhere have it.
Pepperoni in a bag. Okay, I was thinking pepperoni flavored popcorn. I'm like, how do you like take pepperoni flavoring and just like mix it in with popcorn? Like, do you take like?
Oh, that could be the next big thing.
I think you could dehydrate pretty much anything.
I mean, it's one thing to dehydrate
Sprinkle
it,
it in there.
but then it's just like, then it's pretty much just popcorn with bacon bits, which sounds delicious, but it's not just straight popcorn.
Oh man, this is just not going as smoothly as I wanted. All right.
We just need HT in the lobby. HT currently around somewhere.
Yeah.
He was in the lobby a few minutes ago.
He was. This seems to be a pattern. Well,
the chat says you could pan fry pepperoni. The oil comes out, and then you're left with the potato chip-like substance. Crumble it similar to texture to bacon bits. Then you could have pepperoni-style popcorn.
You didn't hear that. You didn't hear that at all.
All right. We're almost there.
He has replied. He should be joining now. And there he is.
Hooray.
Alright, so next map will be Stalactites 2v2 on co-op, which means there will be 2 bases again for either side, and every player from either team will be able to interact with either base.
Ready up, Fraz?
Oh.
Alright, looks like we are all ready.
Hello, Mochi. How you doing? His cat is sitting on him. Can your cat play Forts? You think I'd like to see? Incursus, do you have any animals?
I do not. I once had a dog, and Pupper has since no longer here with us. I have not yet gotten a new pet. Sounds like a lot of wheel squeaking. I actually had a friend who had a.
Oh, sorry.
They don't tend to be on. They're not actually on wheels. They like to climb, though.
Ooh.
2 boys and 2 girls. Okay.
Okay.
Both
We are
literally going split seconds apart, and pretty much similar strategies coming out here.
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty much of a mirror match so far. But let's go ahead and introduce our players. On Team 1, on the left side here, we have HT and Falk. That's from the Vanilla Guys team. And from Team 2, we have General Wigan and Rage Alert coming in for Team T3 Duo.
We've got a couple of pot shots going off there, and everybody's doing some pot shots at each other. And hello, Solar Wave. We are talking about some Forts Tournament madness. I didn't put madness in the title. If you're wrong now.
Looks like both
General
teams
Wig.
just having a little fun poking at each other with the miniguns as they await their tech and resources to build up.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
It's like poke,
Action.
poke, 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 poke. Yeah, the other
I
one,
thought
the
we were-
first match was like 5 minutes of nothing.
I thought we referred to it as fort tickling.
Yes, fort tickling. Like tickle, tickle. I will tickle you a little bit more.
All right, looks like we have some actual ramping up going around here.
Lots
got some
of
Team 1
missiles.
has sold off their minigun and is redesigning their base somewhat, whereas Team 2 has placed down 2 swarm missiles. In fact, both
Rage.
teams have placed down pairs of swarm heads.
That's
Swarm heads?
Interesting, isn't it?
Swarm missiles.
Yeah, but we've got Team 2 going up for some lasers, hopefully.
I like this idea of swarm heads. A swarm of warheads. I think that would be really cool.
I think we have some
Like a
videos
tier
about that
3
kind of thing.
or something. Oh, there goes the gunners away, and
All right, looks like Team 1's
General
fully
Wig's
sold
still in
off
the
their
pot shop.
gunners.
Yeah, Team 1 has 4 missiles.
Team 2 with the
Team 2 just has 2.
But
But
neither
Team 2
side's got anti-missiles.
Yes, neither side has anti-missiles. However, Team 1 is replacing their metal with wood, so when they take the hits, they won't have to spend as much to repair. However, Team 2 is deviated from the missile spam by placing a factory. In fact, it's about 2/3 of the way done now, completed now.
This guy
Yep.
here.
Ooh, it looks like
Oh,
Team
here
1
comes
has
the
just placed a
missile.
factory as well, but the first missiles have been launched. No
With no
AA.
AA. Jeez.
There goes one. Oh,
Okay, you got a bit of AA, but... Ooh.
Team 2 has a meager amount of AA, but far from the required amount in order to defend against these amount of swarm missiles that's about to be
they
launched
have-
here.
They probably don't have enough to fire both salvos, though. That's the only thing.
Well, they would have enough
Yeah, a couple of-
batteries,
Sniper shot.
energy storage. However, they won't have enough energy
Uh-oh.
production to keep it up.
Ooh, that has been knocked off the.
Team 1 has been
Metal income has
disconnected
been
to their
knocked off.
sniper.
Oh, oh. It's getting quite dicey there on the right-hand side.
Hmm.
Alright, it
Oh,
looks like Team 2 has
special ability.
placed their first laser, whereas Team 1 is activating their special ability, which means additional build speed out of them.
Yeah, it looks like it.
In
Do you
fact, they
think,
should.
they might hit that laser? Because if there's no door. Oh, never mind. It's like they're reading my mind. Are they twin gunning it? They are twin gunning it. That is a lot of.
Okay.
Yeah, they've got twin gunners like in several places.
And that would
Whereas
just.
left side does still not get any anti-air.
Left side's tactic is just to take the hits, rebuild where necessary. They don't need to spend
Yeah.
until Team 2 starts bringing out the warheads. They don't need to be spending a lot of resources on defending
Very
the
much for
swarms.
the follow, buddy.
Looks like Team 2 is not going to be bringing out the warheads in the near future. However, they will be bringing to bear some heavier weapons. But it looks like with the build speed boost out of Team 1, it's going to be completing their laser almost as fast as the
Yeah.
Team 2. The active ability coming in clutch there. That sniper just keeps firing at the same place and removing the same gunner.
Yeah.
Keeps getting replaced.
It's like pop, 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 pop.
It's a very Resource efficient sniper they've got there. Another wave of swarm missiles launching from Team 2, heading straight into the wooden armor of Team 1, doing effectively no damage.
Oh, that fort is just hanging on.
And just
He's very, very close. Just missed the battery as well.
missed the
man.
battery and almost destroyed one of Team 1's swarm missile launchers.
How is
But
that
now
battery
Team
not
1
blowing up? Oh,
It was
It was
close.
close.
It was very close. Team 1 retaliating with their own laser.
bye-bye.
Destroys Team
Oh.
2's laser and nearly slices off Team 2's topmost base, disconnecting it. Oh, it's crumbling. It's crumbling. Looks like they will save it, but just barely.
oh.
That
It's
base
one
is
of those
emergency
vulnerable.
rope.
It's just like, yeah, you hit me, I'll hit you harder.
That was a real nasty hit. Now Team 2 has no heavy hitting weaponry anymore without that laser.
No, they built another one,
But it's still going to be a while before that comes online.
What commander is Team 2? Have we figured that out?
I would guess Hurricane, considering they
Oh.
didn't have any kind of build
Oh.
speed bonus, or at least active build speed bonus. Looks like Team 1 trying to hit the same weak spot that they hit before.
Yep. Yeah, that fort is looking a little rickety.
They're trying to double brace it all up.
Team
A
1
little something,
successfully
special.
completing a second laser. Team 2 not able to bring to bear any more weaponry.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Team 2 taking
That
another heavy laser hit.
That can be hit by a... No, it can't. It's still got the metal right in front of it. I thought it could get hit by a... Oh, well, there's a salvo of missiles might do the job.
The salvo missile's coming out.
Oh.
Shuts down the laser there, or shuts down the energy shield, which means this is going to be Team 2's topmost base is going to be vulnerable to a laser real quick.
I haven't seen them, Team 1 use the bottom laser yet. They've been focusing on using the top one. Oh,
They probably don't have the energy production to fire
that's
both.
flashing a little bit red up there.
Developing a bit of a rash.
Needs a little bit something for that burn.
Yeah. Have a salve.
That is one very resource-efficient sniper right now. That
Extremely.
has killed a lot of people.
It looks like Team 2 has survived long enough to complete the production of their second laser. So now they will actually have, after the loss of their first, they will actually have some damage
might-
output.
Oh,
But the laser, the follow-up with the laser destroys Team 2's topmost fort.
Oh.
Oh,
Rage.
but
And they
Team 2
retaliate
not
by
giving
cutting
them the
deep,
ghost
but it's
yet,
not
actually. They're
not
firing
enough.
straight into...
Oh,
So you see,
that was
yeah, building
close.
back up to it.
Really? Will they be able to...
Maybe.
It'll be expensive to build back up to it, but they can do so. It doesn't look like they'll be able to complete it, that bridge before the remains burn down, but they will eventually be able to reconnect to the mines.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not...
I don't think they're going to have time. They're going to be getting hit by everything.
That
Oh!
was clever.
The laser's
Very
intentionally
clever.
missing the base so they can completely shut down Team 2's retaliatory swarm missile strike.
Yep.
Not a lot of
Team
damage
2
built by that
is on the
laser.
edge right now.
Uh-oh.
I like it
That
when,
sniper
you
coming
see
in
both
again.
guys- when you see both guys working on the same fort. They were both, yeah, that's good.
At least they're
meanwhile,
taking
there's a whole
advantage.
Yeah, exactly. They have a laser sitting there they're not using as well. Here it comes. You can
Oh
use it.
boy.
No, they've
Oh, they
built
can't
up-
now, not while that metal's
built
under production.
exposed. Although Team 1's top base is flashing a little bit red.
Indeed, doesn't have a lot of
Here
reinforcement,
we
but
go.
that's it.
Oh,
Laser
sniper
straight
laser.
through the middle.
Wow.
Team 1
One
with the
take
victory.
win.
Team 1. They were
That is Falk
that's
and
good.
HT of the
and
Vanilla
HT.
guys. Moving on.
very good. Okay, so let's go back to here and check out the bracket. Let's go update the bracket actually. So that was who went through? That was
Falk and HT of the Vanilla guys.
Vanilla guys. Nice. Okay.
I actually just posted the bracket in chat just now so people can follow along if they wish to.
Yep, that's good. Okay, let's let the cat herding begin.
Oh
Ooh,
boy,
yeah.
here we go again.
Frontline and well, did anybody
Uh.
see if Pyro's managed to get? Oh, we did actually. He's here.
Oh my.
So if we, what's our next team here? We need
frontline plasmaturgs
okay.
Plasmaturge.
against Serchitich. I'm not saying that.
I don't know. Okay, so we need these guys.
It is frontline plasmaturges versus Sergeant Itix6. Itix6.
Now, Pyro says
yeah.
he's not been able to really quite get a hold of plasma, which has said he may, like, if he has to, he'll bow out, but he would rather have someone to go with.
Okay, so almost there. So Pyro needs a teammate. Is that the deal?
I think so.
Yeah.
He is currently typing in the moment, so he might be, because he said plasma may have actually, in fact, fallen asleep.
Rip. Well, that seems like it's one team out.
Okay, next team ahead. If we were to do this again. Okay.
SG.
All right. So if we're
I don't know what it means.
so we're gonna try and get the slabs
Oh,
and French
I
Swiss
see
as
what
well.
they have.
I actually do wonder that, Hollow.
Yeah, it looks like a. Okay. Alright, so Pyro's saying that his team is not available. So we can move on to the next group. It looks like Pyro's team is going to be either disqualified or dissolved. Okay then.
I'll just say Pyro try to find a teammate. Wow.
You guys won't be matched against them. Well, you might come up against them if they win their match, but it's basically the other two teams will go first. We'll see. So we're looking for these guys.
Indeed. Slavs versus. That's a French name, and I'm going to mispronounce
France
it.
Swiss.
France
That's what I'm
Swiss.
calling it. Swiss.
Tulko is actually just here as well. He is here. Never mind, he's already here. And we need Nox. And everybody's talking in a different language now.
Hey, Runner Forge, welcome in. And good luck.
And who are they against again? They're against the Slavs, which are
Slav, Sleazy Moons, and Agent Cool.
do you need people to leave in the lobby?
Looks like okay. So we need 2 persons out of the lobby because we currently have France Suisse in here. France Swiss. Tulk.
Munich resident Stramen off one. What? What does that mean?
I think Quickscover's still asleep.
Quicks is no, he's here.
All right,
Okay,
so
so is that the-
Secret is here. We still Sleazy Memes and Secret are here, and now we need the Slavs.
We have got Sleazy in. We just need Secret. Oh, we got Secret.
Yes. Wait.
We've got
Slavs
Top
versus.
left. He was needed. Or wait, are we going for what team are we on for?
Right. Yeah, this is the confusing thing. Sorry.
Slavs versus France Swiss. Which means Tulk and Nox versus Sleazy and Agent Cool.
So we need quiz cover and NX to leave. I think.
What's
Yes.
Inix doing here?
That's a good question.
Inix isn't playing, right?
Inix was in the previous match, or not the previous match. Was supposed to be in the front versus Pyro's team. Hey, Rare Up. Says hello from Brazil. Welcome to chat.
That's confusing. Pyro's team is not complete, right? He's
correct. So Inix and Quix are not currently in this match.
Yeah, Quix is just streaming.
I'm sorry, Inix and SG Get Keen are not currently in this match.
Right.
Only Sleazy and Secret are.
Yes.
For now.
Okay. Jeez.
It was just our bad. Okay. Now we need Francois, which is
Tolkien
Nox.
Yeah, hello, I know I spelled British wrong. Instead of putting British, I put British. Or I spelled it T-I-S-T. T-I, yeah.
Alright, so now we just need Tulk and Nox. Tulk, fairly well known around here. He does some Fort streaming as well. And fairly high up on the Forts leaderboard. Let's see how he wraps it all together. Sleazy, another member here in the community who likes to stream the Forts game.
Yay.
So we've got Tolkien, now we just need Nox. I mean, Nox is actually in Team 1 chat room.
And both of those players have been around. Okay, now they're in.
Okay.
All right, so the map.
Hey,
So
okay,
now we're just going to choose a map. Oh, now we're waiting on me. The irony. This will be interesting. Catacomb.
Catacombs. That is definitely going to be interesting. One of my favorite 1v1 maps, mostly for its not standing nature. It is stuck on the side of a wall, much like Abyss, but unlike Abyss, this is actually inside the wall, so there's no toppling available. And we'll get to see all the glory that is Catacombs. It's great for early game offensive play.
Oh dear, apparently Hollow's trying to start there'll be a relationship between Quiz and Raisin, and it'll be Quiz Raisin.
That's too many syllables that are not supposed to be next to each other.
Wow.
Okay.
Alright, we just need Quix to ready up as Quix is streaming it.
Quiz.
For all those who don't know, Quix is another very high-skilled Forts player. You can check out his YouTube. Alright, we are ready to go.
Awesome. And we are good to go.
Righty. So, any side that you might be rooting for?
I have no predictions here.
No. No, I'm not familiar with these guys.
I've seen these guys around quite a bit. I have no idea how they're going to work together, nor do I have any idea how well they're going to work on this under these conditions. I know I've seen Sleazy practicing. He's been practicing a lot of 2v2. It looks like these guys already have their strategies in play and ready to go, both taking different tactics for similar or same result.
Two of these guys I've not seen like at all, because I don't know if they were here during the last tournament, because that was a tournament I couldn't attend. I know if it was fun. But are these all like new people who recently came in, or are they been long standing, but in between?
Some of them have been around for a while. Some of them I recognize. Some of them are relatively new. I haven't seen them large on the scene for a very long time. But let's go ahead and introduce the teams. Here on Team 1 on the left, we have Team Francois.
And Team 2.
On the right, we have Team the Slavs.
Bloody just saying there he loves this map. I think a lot of people love this map.
Yeah, I do.
Catacombs
too,
is one of my favorite maps, and that scares a great many people into not playing it.
I play it. Probably not against you.
So what is it about this map that's so appealing?
About this map, it's very easy. It's a strange mix of being very easy to defend your resources, but very hard as well. If you notice here on the left side, we have these turbine placements that are completely unreachable by the other team. Whereas the mines, you actually have to build forward to them, making them easy to disconnect.
Yep.
Additionally, the bases are extremely difficult to topple. If you disconnect the bottom, it does nothing. If you disconnect the top, it does nothing. You have to either full penetrate the base straight to the core, or disconnect both sides. Additionally, there's no swarm missiles, so which means no warhead opportunities, no massive
Yeah, that's
RNG nuclear shenanigans. And it's
Basically,
just
you
a
have to
lot
go
of...
through the front of it.
You have to go through the front, you have to overwhelm your opponent in some way, which means... And to make it even better, you have to do so in an environment where there's a lot of front-facing landscape to work with, or real estate to work with.
I noticed the Team 1 sold their workshop after getting the factory going.
Indeed.
For-
They've gone
for
for
some
a
extra-
relatively low economy build, and they
Yeah,
sold
yeah.
off their early tech structure after placing the factory, meaning they have that much more materials to metal to spend, which it looks like they spent on an extra mine.
I remember that, bloody. I remember the survival series, and you basically caused my PC nearly to melt. What he's talking about, he caused as much gun spam in this map that
Yes.
the sounds started just cutting out. It just the game
Oh,
just
really?
gave up.
Oh.
Yeah, there was that.
I didn't know
much.
that was possible.
This map is very well known for the MG spam, or low-grade weapon spam, just because of all the
Bloody
placements.
go find that video and give it to Nosehead.
I wanna see that. I like hearing audio bugs.
It causes like I think it had tried to repeat it so many times, and then the game was just
Yep.
like I can't keep up.
Yeah, it should, but yeah, maybe something's not quite right there. Okay, so factory's done on the left.
Hubble saying he's actually used mortars on an angle bracing on this map, but only works against normal AI. I think it would be shut down too easily by a player.
Hmm.
I've
maybe.
actually... Mortars on this map is actually one of my go-to aggressive options. It's not that it's difficult to defend against, but it's easy to use, because you can
Unexpected,
it's
probably,
unexpected, and due to the lack of top-facing real estate, there's not a whole lot of free places to put gunners. You have to place them in the fronts where they're exposed.
One have actually placed the fire beam.
Two of them, in fact.
Indeed, they're going for a tactic that I've been using a lot recently, which is the fire beam spam, which is going to be interesting as Team 2 is preparing for this, and doesn't have
Yes.
any critical weaknesses. The fire beam tactic is very strong at destroying things that are vulnerable, or things that are...
That front
That have critical
armoring,
weaknesses.
That wood stuff on Team 1 is insane.
Hmm.
Nothing's
is.
really getting through there without a few good hits.
Here we go.
Alright, the first fire beam gets hit,
Oh.
and they're aiming for the EMPs, which will see them destroyed very quickly.
Ooh, nice wee save there, but now their first one is up. Will they retaliate? They're selling that whole front. What the heck? Why did they sell that front? Oh, they put a shield in between. Yeah. Nice.
It looks like Team 1 is just feeling out the Team 2's base. They're looking for places where they can deal damage, and they're not finding it just yet. They did find this EMP, and that's going to cause a bit of problems for them, for Team 2. But if one fire beam hit is not enough to destroy the EMP.
I think Team 2 needs to be getting a bit more aggressive.
Well, right now, Team 1 is free to do whatever they want, and they're not doing a whole lot. They're just saving up
Yeah.
and staying on their low eco so that they can be a bit more aggressive.
Hmm. It looks like they've added a laser now too. Right?
Oh, here
Indeed,
comes
that
the
is a
cell.
standard
There goes
plasma
one.
laser. And hey, they've managed to shut down everything from Team 1 with that single hit.
Interesting why they put a shield in front of that EMP.
I think they just put that there because they know Team 1 wants to hit that EMP in particular.
Hmm.
But of course, with the shield being there, it's going to shut down their ability to use it. Ooh, that EMP doing well, but not shutting down both fire beams.
Yeah, and now Team 1 has some AA, so probably those EMPs will be a little less effective.
That is a lot of energy going to shield right now.
It is. Fortunately,
Team 2 just
Team 2 does have some energy production, but it is going to slow down their economy a lot. In this case, they're just looking to hold out because they do have their munitions plant. Oh, with the fire
EMP
beam
just went pop.
destroying the fire beam.
And will they go for the second one? Are they firing?
Looks like they want to. They're likely waiting on their own energy. Oh, there it is. Not enough to destroy the EMP. But Team 2's munitions plant is just about to come online, so they will have weathered the storm, despite Team 1 not bringing on much of a hurricane.
There's a lot of doors in front of that laser.
I think they just want to make sure it doesn't get damaged. It's quite an expensive
Yeah.
investment. More batteries coming out. Looks like Team 1 getting a little bit desperate with their energy production, actually putting turbines on the front of their base now. There's another turbine on the front of their base. Team 2 is going to be saving up for their first cannon. Let's see where they place
Because
it.
Team 2 hasn't done like anything for a little bit. They seem to be either plodding away. This is why we need a resource thing.
Yeah, this is true.
At the moment, Team 1 is just slowly expanding. They have 2 more mines, or sorry, Team 2 is slowly expanding. They're being very careful. They're slowly expanding. They've got 2 more mines than Team 1 does. Team 1 is trying to be the aggressor here, but they've not been able to focus their fire. And they've had a
Oh, here comes
bit
the laser.
of energy
go.
starvation.
Oh,
No, they opened it, they closed it, they're opening it again. And the hit goes... Ooh!
Straight back at it.
Well placed shield.
Very well placed shield. Well, to be fair, Team 2 is almost entirely covered in shields. There's very few
Yeah.
places there's very few places Team 1 could actually hit. It looks like
Yeah.
Team 1's trying to focus their fire on destroying some of these mines here, which is good for them. The fire beam's not known for their mine air destruction power.
Those Team 2's turbines are quite exposed up there. I reckon that would probably be a good thing to take out. And then
Indeed.
that would stress out the energy shields of Team 2.
Because do the fire beams have the angle though from there? I don't think anything but the laser might have an angle on it, but the fire beams are too far in, I think. In order to be able to...
Probably. At least the bottom one. The top
Nope,
one
it's
might
not
be
on
able
those
to
gutters.
as well. Looks like
no.
looks
There
like
it
Team
goes.
1 agrees.
Yep.
Team 2 loses all of their energy production, meaning that they are
Yep.
very, very much so in the negative right now. So they will be entirely unable to fire the weapons or even reliably build anything until those are replaced. And Team 1 may just not allow them to do that. Team 2 looks like they were saving up to build their cannon, but that's just going to be that's not going to be happening anytime soon.
Yeah, they're now on
Yeah,
the sort of defensive right now, and it's like Team 1 is certainly up their energy production, so they're going to be able to have salvo after salvo of fire beam and laser coming at them. Although Nox seems to be sitting on the gunners a lot.
I think he's just
notice his
waiting for the
forward.
EMP to come out, but it's not going to be able to come out until until that energy production is fixed. Looks like they want to be focusing down. Oh, yep, right through the shutdown energy shield. Without the energy to keep that shield up, it's down, leaving the EMP exposed. Ooh, straight
Ooh.
through.
Well, they've just figured out where a shield isn't. Because there's no shield in that bit there.
Looks like Team 1's focusing their fire on that same position, which is good for them. Team 2 doesn't have much
Oh,
there
that
for
got
them
him
to hit,
nicely.
but they are doing
surprised
some
they're not
actual
weak.
damage. It looks like Team 2 has actually sold off a fair few of their energy shields, leaving their base that much more exposed. Ooh, That plasma laser almost doing lethal damage. The fire beam coming online, destroying the batteries, almost completely disconnecting the top of Team 2's base.
You know,
All
it's
the
first
energy
time I've
shields
actually seen something
offline.
like that.
Uh-oh. If that munitions plant goes, that could be a lot of AoE damage.
It's
well, that's it. Team 2's
it's
base is
rickety.
completely... Oh, they're
he's deleting
selling.
it.
They're selling.
Oh.
Oh, they're giving up the
no.
match. They're done.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Team 2 selling off their own base and going nuclear.
Yeah. GG.
Alright, that means Team 1, that's Francois, moves on with the win.
Francois. All right.
I think I must admit, like, one of my pet hates is when people do that.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit
like, oh, come on, it's
disappointing.
like you've been taken apart a wee bit, but there was no way that that was going to be 100% Team 1. It might have been, but I didn't feel like Team 1 was 100% going to win at that stage.
It was looking pretty bleak. I would not recommend doing that at any time. But it was looking pretty bleak.
All right, so are we I guess we're gonna did Pyro get his team together?
I haven't checked. Let me catch up on Pyro.
see.
I haven't seen anything about it.
But hello there, Screen Ninja. Everybody say hello to a new
I
person
think-
we have joining us.
I don't think he did. I don't see anything here about it.
He's also went
Okay.
quiet in my chat. I don't know if he's on your chat at all, Incursus.
He's not currently. I think he's just I think he's gone.
Okay, so let's just call that. So which team moves forward there? Is that the? Let me just triple check the. Check
That is SG Itik 6.
Yep. Okay. Because they're here, aren't they?
They are. So they get a free match.
Okay.
In that case, it is failure guaranteed versus lost at sea.
Okay. So.
And they're going up against Quiz Cover and X Ryzen.
Indeed.
Ouch.
It's going to be a rough one.
Failure guaranteed versus lost at sea. Okay.
So Nosehead Bloody is telling me he in fact sent you. the
Cool.
Halo
Yes,
video
I
thing.
see that. Thanks, buddy. Okay, so moving on. Yeah, so yes.
Wait, BG is saying Pyro said his partner woke up. Huh?
This is the last moment for their team. Their team is it's already been recorded. They had
Screen Ninja,
previous
I'm not
two
taking
matches
parts.
worth.
I have only done ranked 2v2. Rabbit, ranked 2v1. Oh my god, I can't speak. Ranked 1v1. I haven't done ranked 2v2.
All right, so lost at sea.
It's J-Lo and Sullivan.
Looks like Danos
That's
is
like,
here. We just need J-Lo. Oh no, J-Lo is here.
Yep.
And who are we missing? We're missing one of the observers.
Hollow posting a rather odd
Oh,
question.
that's because they're actually in the game this time. All right, then we have everyone here.
Yeah, so Quicks is in. Excellent. Yeah, Danos and J-Lo. Yep, good. All right, so.
And thank you very
thank
much,
you
Damon.
virtually.
Hollow has a little
Means a
question
lot.
for us though. He said, "Would you rather kill yourself or kill your best friend if you had to choose one?"
You have good friends, Fraz.
It's Hollow. He's a silent but deadly.
Looks
So
like
we
Twug
have-
desires to spectate.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
I'm okay with this. He is streaming it as
Yeah.
well.
I feel like the odd one out with a free rank, but I also like the fact I'm free.
Someone in my chat has a question for the devs. Will the devs ever be able to make it so that swarms can be placed sideways on a vertical angle?
That could be
Swarms
terrifying.
on a sideways. That would be interesting.
I do remember asking B-Man that question once, and at the time, the answer was that would be much too powerful.
Possibly. That's always the consideration with this sort of stuff. But, it's always interesting to hear suggestions of these things. And, sometimes we try these out and see what they're like. Sometimes modders just make it happen for us.
So, I'm sure there could be a modder out there who's just more than happy to give that a test for the memes.
Okay, Fraz, ready up? And
Why is it always me?
okay.
Would you say that you're just a bit frazzled?
You could say that, yeah.
Nice.
Gonna have some tickling forts and frazzle-naddled. I've only been drinking diluted juice. I mean, I don't know what's in it.
You've been drinking what?
Diluted juice.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
America.
You mean diluted juice?
Yes, that.
Okay. I'm just trying to get through.
I know what that is.
Ledge grab, one of my favorite maps. We'll just kind of go there and let's ignore the everything.
All right. Ledge grab, one of the more strange 1v1 maps, has 2 cores for either team, meaning there's a lot of energy production coming out of each individual fort. But let's go ahead and introduce our combatants here. We have Team 1, Quickscover and X-Raisin, representing Team Failure Guaranteed. And on Team 2, on the right, we have Danos and J-Lo, representing Team Lost at Sea.
Now, I have to wonder, Quickscover and X-Raisin, failure guaranteed. Now, is that a hint to the team they're versing? Or is that a team that they're saying, we're going to fail? I wonder.
That's a good question.
See you later, Screen Ninjas. Thank you very much for joining us, buddy. You should stay for the rest. We demand it.
Well, it looks like we're already going to have off a very interesting game. On the left side here, Failure Guaranteed, which is, let everyone know, these both players here are previous tournament champions, very well known and on the upper end of the skill tree. X-Raisin currently placing number 1 in the Forts ranked 1v1 ladder.
Yep.
But here we already have Team 1 with 3 mines, a wind turbine, and 2 tech structures. Actually, they've got the armory already completed and 2 weapons. I imagine those are going to be rockets. Whereas Team 2 is just not even completed their first tech structure. So they're about to be hit pretty hard and won't have any way of defending against this. Indeed, Team 1's about to complete their first pair of rocket launchers.
Incursus, Nosehead, I have a question for you. People are wondering when I'm going to die in this match. I think there's something we need to tell them. They expect that I can still die without actually competing. I'm curious with this one.
Oh boy, it sounds like your chat is having fun with you.
Yes, probably.
Alright, looks like Quickscover has built himself a sniper, his favorite weapon. Team 1...
Did he change?
Yeah, I thought he was going to go all mortars. He was saying that he thinks that mortars have been made irrelevant.
They're certainly on, I would say they're certainly on the weaker end. But Quickscover having fun with his sniper, eliminating Team 2's exposed weaponry. They have nothing left.
And again. And again.
That's four things picked off out of Team 1.
Missiles and the door's opening at the really bad time. They're actually. Oh god.
Oh, Team 1 completely out of AA. Every single thing has been sniped.
Wow.
Jeez.
It's Team 1's about to be taking a lot of hits from that pair of rockets that X-Raisin is currently manning.
Oh, that might actually cause that core to go. Nope.
Ooh.
In 2 different places there.
It did, but it did eliminate one of Team 2's mines, meaning that Team 2 just lost a hefty amount of their production. And that sniper is still shutting down all the AA out of Team 2. Oh, those rockets just drilling straight through the core. Core taking a pretty hefty hit there.
That's not going to last much longer.
No, they're activating their commander ability, and they're selling.
Really?
And that's going to be the end of that.
Seriously?
2 in a row.
Team 2 selling off their fort, and they're going to collapse into the void any moment now.
They can't even
and it's over.
Well.
All right,
That
well,
was quick.
failure guaranteed with an extremely quick and entirely demoralizing victory.
Yes. Very. I mean, good for them, but not the most exciting match.
At least it was quick.
Hmm. Okay, so I'm going to update the bracket.
If you think about it, what kind of existence can watch everything without being able to interfere? A ghost or a goat?
A goat?
Uh,
I heard ghost or goat.
Ghost, or I think it's meant to be ghost, but it's spelled Goast. But that was a fairly quick match. Not really much happening apart from we hit you with a couple of rockets and then we sell everything.
All right, well.
Okay, so
I'm
we need
guessing what you
horsemen and
mean by
vanilla
there,
guys.
bloody. You're saying that suicide isn't allowed in future tournaments, or no more suicides. There's a reason I banned it in all my recordings. I don't like it. It's a pet hate. It's just I'm very vocal about it.
What was that, Fries? I didn't hear what you said. There.
Bloody's saying that he would say that no more suicides allowed in future tournaments.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like
I'll make it a rule. I'll make it a rule because it's not. Yeah, it's not fun to watch. Okay, so we need.
All right, so the next match will
Just
be the
like
4-2 Horsemen
horsemen
versus the Vanilla guys.
Oh,
So we need
Plasma's here
Rome.
now.
Yeah, bit late.
All right, so Falk and HT are here. We have too many observers. We need someone to leave.
Rome and Joe are next.
Joe,
Vanilla
I've seen in
guys.
my chat a few times. He's
Yeah,
around.
Falk would need to go.
Yes.
And who are we waiting on? Joe
We need
Apocalypse.
this space for the.
A very well known creator on the workshop, plays Forts a lot and everything, and I've played a few with them myself. Pretty awesome.
All right.
Hollow asks which wins, wood armor or sandbags?
I think that depends on the scenario.
Okay, so I
They
think
both
everybody's
have their
joined up.
uses.
That was nice and quick this time.
All right.
Lobby just forward
Okay,
resync.
this is going to be interesting. Boxed in.
Oh my! Boxed in a
Ooh.
new map to the tournament pool, known for longer and more chaotic matches.
There's a setting about it, Norv sync and menu.
I think Joe experiencing the game's option menu for the first time.
He's like, really? I've had this on 240 by 360 for like the past year. It'd be really funny if it actually was. Please let it be that.
Okay. Everybody readying up here?
Looks like we're just waiting on a couple of the contestants to ready up.
I completely forgot.
All right,
that
we are
Sinus
ready
was
to
there.
go.
I freaked out when I was like, Sinus, what's the start of the game? How is he doing this? I forgot about
Magic.
the powers that be that came before. As Demon's saying, longer match, so maybe a full minute this time.
It might be.
Even people are saying maybe, but we'll see. I think the past 2 rounds have literally had 2 people suicide. To be fair, the first match though, they were what a good couple of minutes in, 5 or 6 minutes in. Oh,
All right, we
frame
are
rate.
here. Oh
Frame
boy.
rate settling, maybe. I think.
All right, so let's go ahead and introduce our friends because we've already got some shenanigans going around here. Team 1 on the left, we have Falk and HT representing Team the Vanilla guys, and on Team 2 on the right, we have Romero and Jopocalypse representing Team the 4-2 Horsemen.
Oh, everybody's attached to their fort. That's actually
That's
that's
super
gonna be
efficient.
It's gonna be kind of insane.
So we're going to have an interesting
I have-
match here. We
I
see.
have a soft spot for this map. I just like its unusualness.
That's a good way to put it. You start with this the shell of exterior fort, which can be manipulated and used in all kinds of ways. It looks like Team 2 is connected. Actually, started off with placing their technology, so they're gonna have to be aggressive here real quick because they're gonna be way behind in economy.
You say that, but they're probably going to be behind metal because they already got their windmills up. Like,
Indeed.
really quickly.
So Joe and Rome are on the right on Team 2.
Joe and Rome,
What do
very
they have?
well known
Yeah.
players around here.
We've got
Content
missiles
creators.
Yeah. Actually very helpful with a lot of new players. They make a lot of guides.
Make sure to check out their guides on this Steam.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a
For
guide
sure.
about me and you in Incursus. Have you seen
A
it?
guide to Fraz and Incursus.
I haven't
actually
seen
good,
it, but
There's a
I
guide
would have to
about
check that out.
How, cause I upgrade my windmills and you don't, therefore.
oh, I would think that'd be more about upgrading mines. But oh, I know which one you're talking about. I remember seeing that. It's in Romero's guide on upgrading on resource production upgrades and the timings in which they be and the timings and such.
Pretty much. Have you tried out the water tiers mod?
I am aware of it. I tried it offline. It had a few broken things, and I was waiting for it to stabilize a bit.
It's fairly stable. Well, apart from the tanks, but I like upgrading the windmills to like make them gold.
Oh, they look pretty. That's for sure.
We seem to be having relatively similar tactics going on here.
Indeed. The difference is with Team 2 placing their turbines earlier and their workshop earlier, they'll have their weapons out sooner at cost of some of their metal. However, we'll see if that plays out in their benefits, as Team 1 is got a little bit more metal to play with, defend themselves with.
So there's two snipers, top and bottom.
Strangely aligned with each other.
Oh,
Oop.
well there they go. But first salvo of missiles going from either side. Oh, that's going to be painful.
Ooh,
Well,
Oh,
they
they
lost
got
their
it.
paychecks.
indeed.
Each basically going for the sort of similar, but I feel like Team 1 lost a little because they actually lost units.
They did. I'm
Whereas the right side didn't.
curious that neither team aimed for the other's swarm missiles, as they were both aware of them going for swarm missiles on either side. Looks like Team 2
welcome
defending
to
the swarm
Steam
missiles
Leaker.
a bit now that they've aware that the Team 1 is going to be aggressive toward them.
And welcome to the Forts Tournament. Tournament 12, isn't it? I got it right.
It is,
Yes, it is indeed.
I got Blaker here saying this is the first time he's caught me streaming, but and he's always loved Forts and everything, but he's joined us at a perfect time to see some Forts gameplay.
Yeah.
I'm not playing, by the way, just warning you. Nears and curses. We're setting this one out.
That's right.
One interesting thing about this map that neither team has taken advantage of is that mines can be placed on these exterior anchor points for the larger
Yeah.
end of the map, meaning that you can get an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You can get an additional 11 mines that neither players even tapping into yet.
There goes a upgrade center.
Indeed, Team
Right
2 placing
side.
an upgrade center, meaning they're going to be looking to get warheads. However, they're going to have to defend their current silos against quite a few swarm missile launchers.
Oh, there's one sniper down. There's two snipers
Ooh.
down.
Team
Well
1 has
done.
lost every one of their weapons, or at least every one of their snipers. I'm actually curious to see mortars not being used at all. This map is very well
Yeah, it's
known
good for
to be.
Just with all the wood.
I was
Yes,
kind
there's
of
a-
wondering there, like, I haven't seen mortar used once in this 2v2 tournament yet.
Not yet.
Mortars are notably weak in 2v2, as it's a bit easier to defend against them. Having the multiple, generally having multiple bases is very good at defending against mortars because you have all the additional space to place anti-mortar defenses. As whereas one base has a very limited amount of locations they can place anti-air, the anti-air from two bases combined is usually strong enough to defend against any amount of mortar play.
So I'm noticing that Team 2's fort has got like an extra layer down the front, whereas Team 1 is not got that sort of extra layer apart from slightly at the bottom. And it seems to be that last salvo made that rock back and forth a lot.
It did.
Oh yes, forts this big, despite having such a great amount of anchor points, are not immune to the wibble wobble.
Hmm.
Even just the
seeing
swarm
your
missiles you
Lakers
could
saying
see blinking
surprised
around.
Nobody's put down flak yet with a door. They don't. Neither of them have got the technology put down.
No.
Alright, well, Team
don't
1
think
does
they
have
should.
a factory down, so they'll be trying to
Yeah.
disconnect Team 2 here sooner or later, once they get their lasers online. Hey,
Seeing
well,
that if it was
happy
a
that you've
flak, they
rediscovered,
would do
and happy to
secondary
provide
damage
all
to
the
fort anyway.
content for you. Make sure to check out the YouTube for all the greatest videos and stream replays.
Those poor gunners. They just got a paycheck. They just got a
nobody's-
paycheck.
Nobody's bothering with AA at all. Just like wood spam does the job.
So we got a laser, but we also have
Not a-
nukes on the other side.
Oh,
Warheads.
And the laser's gone.
Oh,
It has been sniped.
Some
left
good
it open.
action going on now.
Alright, so Team 2's just launched their first pair of warheads, and Team 1 has no AA. This is gonna hit real hard.
Yeah.
Completely obliterating and opening up Team 1's box. Team 1 exposed right now.
you might need to say sorry to the seagulls that just get smacked in the sky.
No.
Flying bolts out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've loaded back up again. They should have enough. They've also got an additional swarm up in the top there, actually, as well.
Mm.
Oh, here they come again. Oh dear. This is gonna hurt a lot.
Looks like Team 1 just trying to build some wood to just take the hits. And they do,
Yeah.
taking minimal damage. Definitely not cost-effective weapon fire from Team 2 here. But it looks like Team 2 is still going to be ramping up because Team 1 is trying to save... Oh, I think Team 1 just changed modes. They've placed some more mines, which means they're going to be trying to gain some more resources and just tank up until they can try to wait out Team 2's aggression. Team 2, on the other hand, is upgrading their aggression and by adding on additional swarm missile, which isn't quite completed yet.
Yeah. And a lot of AA, which is sort of
They
unnecessary at the
literally
moment.
just placed those gunners, and they're about to get smacked in the face with more missiles.
Well, the
Oh.
gunner's doing good work, shutting down one of the nukes, and
Oh,
the second one making it through. That AA for Team 2 coming in, working really well by clearing out the AA for Team 1. They got another group of nukes coming in. At this point, Team 2 does not have enough energy production to maintain 3 nukes.
they're placing in some batteries though, so they might go for a little bit of
Yeah.
There's some
they
extra
just added more.
turbines.
Yep.
Where was that shooting?
Oh, they're just checking. They're just checking
Sure,
everything to make sure
seagulls.
there's nothing there.
Seagulls. I'm gonna have to add seagull sounds now.
Oh well, every time I come back to the dots.
It looks like Team 1 actually starting to fire their swarm missiles again.
Oh,
Not going to be
that
enough to do
just
much
held
damage.
on just and no more though, right at that little twitch bit there. Team 2 keeping on the attack. There, they've got batteries eerily close to their nukes though.
Those batteries, if they explode, oh, they wouldn't do much. There's not enough
hold on,
there to
this-
do
This
some
doesn't
serious
have mods
damage.
on. I mean, it has the 50-minute limit and the
Yeah.
got more guns, but that's about it.
Mhm. Yep.
Oh, no AA out of Team 1.
But they seem to be just taking the hit, although they do have a laser down.
That is definitely their plan for Team 1. They're just going to be using their additional mines and economy to just keep taking the hits and slowly tank up.
Yeah.
But they're
But
going to be
the
hitting a
problem
time
also is
limit.
We're past 5 minutes left. Less than 5 minutes left, and
The more damage
if-
done,
yeah, they'll just win on Team 2 will just win on damage inflicted.
Team 1's really got to pick up their game here real quick. And with
Oh.
just one laser, they may not be able to do it. But they've upgraded to 2 nukes, so we'll see if Team 2's AA can handle it. And...
nope.
Ooh. Oh, they
Well,
got
right
one
in
of
the
them.
face.
But the second nuke does connect and destroys a healthy portion of Team 2's AA, but no other significant damage.
Have they fired that top nuke yet? Like more than once?
They have not. Team 2 does have a secondary nuke up top that has only fired once, and they're adding an additional 2 more swarm missiles onto the back. So this is about to get real heavy real quick. Team 1 firing their plasma laser, not doing any significant damage.
No.
There goes the swarms.
Almost entirely shut down by Team 2's AA.
Part of me feels like they were doing that deliberately to drain the guns or at least hit a few. But then they didn't follow up.
I think
the
those nukes
warheads,
just
so-
targeted themselves. Oh yeah, they targeted themselves. That's bad. Oh! Team 1 with the misclick targeting their own nuclear silos, destroying both of them. Team 1 is almost out of nukes, and they're still on fire. They're scrambling to repair everything. That's game changing.
That was amazing.
How in the heck?
What happened there?
They had a sniper on the top right corner of their base. They targeted their own base with that sniper. Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, they seem to be carrying on here. Nope.
I'm actually curious as to why that happened. As they were just looking at the angle, they were aiming for the plasma laser, but the sniper on top, for whatever reason, decided to be the one that would start painting the target, which means that they painted their own wind turbines. So the nukes left, immediately turned around, and hit themselves.
A demon here saying that was a double-faced Pam moment. You couldn't be more right.
Definitely.
There goes another nuke and hitting in there. I think at this point, with 2.5 minutes left on the clock, they're going to be just where did?
Oh, they did it! They did it again. It's that top sniper.
What?
It keeps painting their own selves. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
See the damage counter. Does it equate? Does it bring into how much damage Team 1 has done to Team 2, or Team 2 has done to themselves?
It doesn't factor in self-damage. Because that would be a bit of an exploit.
Team 2 very careful about not painting themselves again.
Got a couple of more nukes going out, and 1, 2. Yep.
Couple more heavy hits, and there's a
There
third.
goes another one straight for the same area.
That's gonna actually hurt a bit.
And here comes another salvo.
I'm still curious to see Team 2 not aiming for Team 1's warheads. And here's an interesting note. You see here the rear warheads out of Team 2? Notice how they've placed the background bracing here just to make sure that the warheads fly downward past the bracing. So when they eventually turn forward and go sideways toward the opponent, they don't hit the front of their base. Interesting tech there. Alright, 60 seconds left on the clock. We'll see who's come out on top. I don't see Team 1 having dealt nearly enough damage to beat Team 2's.
And wow.
Especially not after this.
I don't think the laser are doing enough. Like the laser feels like it's almost like it's tickling the fort.
It is.
Forts this large require AoE damage to break through. Or many, many, many lasers.
30 seconds.
Yeah. Another salvo of more nukes about to hit them, so that's going to be more damage. So it's going to be a hefty damage counter coming up here, though.
Ooh, just look at that cleaving through the wood.
There goes another one.
And a third. It's another hit. Curious to see neither team really being able to break through and deal damage to the inner core of the box.
And probably Team 2. It's got to be Team 2.
Not even close. Team 2 wins with just about double Team 1's damage.
Damn. Team 2 taking the win there from Team 1. Joe Apocalypse, and if the game would let me come out the game.
Joe Apocalypse and Romero of Team 4-2 Horsemen with a victory. They will move on.
I'd like to welcome the new Forts stats screen to the tournament, and I'm very happy to see that now. rather than having to go through the old chat to see what the stats were.
That is,
Okay.
I like it, but how come it seems to hang a little bit?
You click it to make it go away.
Yeah, once you
Hard to
click on the fort
click
screen,
on
it
it.
comes up with the quit menu. However, there doesn't seem to be any indicator that you have to actually interact with it in order to make it move on.
Yeah, we should probably put some information there about that. Okay, so let's update the bracket, which is the 4-2 horsemen progress. Okay.
Good night, Hollow. Hollow is leaving us because a country far in the future.
Yep. No
He's
worries.
saying
Okay,
goodnight,
bees. We
heading
need
off.
All right,
bees,
the next
knees,
team-
and SG
SG Idix.
Idix. Okay, sure, I'll take that.
Alright, Bees Knees versus SG Idix. Looks like SG's Idix already in a voice chat, ready to go. Just need to get them in the lobby. And Bees Knees, we have one of the members on site.
I think of Bee's Knees, I always think of B-Man for some reason.
So we're gonna need bees.
There we go.
Alright, SG Idix is in. I just need bees from Bees Knees.
Need bees from the bee's knees. Oh god. I'm just gonna
Chat
walk
asking
away
if
now.
I've ever played FTL or considered streaming it. I have not played it. I have seen it a few times.
Okay.
I'll have to just
so-
give me
Does
that look right
seem
now,
kind of like a game I would play. I would consider
Stream
trying it.
shaking
I'm not
head.
sure how about
My
doing
fingers are
streaming or videos on it. If I had the game, I would definitely try it out a few times. We'll see if I can fit it into a schedule somewhere.
Did you get a new sponsor?
No, not at the moment. Just answering some questions about upcoming games and such.
Screen Ninja is asking, what commander would you recommend? I think it depends what you want to go
It
for.
really does. Certain commanders are better for certain tactics. Like if you're going for a minigun rush, you'd probably want something like either Overdrive or more appropriately Eagle Eye. For general use, I would recommend either Spook, Hurricane, or Overdrive.
Thankfully, someone else who likes Spook.
Spook's
and,
cool.
Yeah, I tend to go for Overdrive just for the comeback potential, but there's not a whole lot of wrong options out of those group.
I like being able to place explosive barrels in people's bases because they get very
Oh,
angry at
yeah, Shakana. I
Shotgun
refuse.
I'm just gonna.
I refused it.
I'm gonna
I don't like that one. It's just no fun.
I'll be
for
back in
one
about.
team.
I'll be back in about 15 seconds.
Already.
Sounded like he just fell off his chair.
Yep. Yeah, that's an interesting way to leave.
Yeah, about 15 seconds. Yeah, I
so-
think it really depends on what command, like what you really want to go for. I mean, me and Incursus have different ones that we like the best.
I've been playing with Spook a lot again recently. It's doing well. Trying to
I
work
noticed you
it
did
into a
Spook
tactic.
stream.
Yes. Unfortunately,
I ended
during
up
the
missing
stream.
that, but watched it back.
Hey, Bees is here. All right, so we are almost ready to go.
We need Nose head. It is falling back.
Okay,
into the
every-
chair. Hi, Nose head. We weren't seeing anything, honest.
All right, looks like everyone is here. The map will be caverns.
Ready for the next match in the 2v2 Tournament 12 ranked. I said that completely in the wrong way.
Okay, here we go.
So, any hints, tips? Maybe who's gonna win? Who's not gonna win? Who might win? Who might not win?
Well, this match
I would
is
say-
caverns. It's an interesting match. Not played a whole lot from what I've seen from players. In terms of predictions on who would win, I would guess SG Idix. They seem to be two players that are relatively known, fairly high up in the skill tree, and Bees Knees. I'm familiar with Bees. He's pretty good. Zeus, I'm not so familiar with.
I'm not familiar with any of the four players, so it'll be interesting to see some of their tactics they come out with. I also have a message Mochi in my chat. Nosehead smells gooder than bloody. This is what happens with my channel.
It must be my cologne.
Someone in my chat on the on Good Commanders mentioned that Pinch Fist has better collectors and half-cost firing. Yes, Pinch Fist is very good. However, I would not recommend Pinch Fist as a generic commander. More so as a very specific style of a greedy rush. As more importantly, Pinch Fist gets this 100% reclaim value. Meaning, if you start with a base that has a lot of existing things, you can just kind of sell them all off for 100% and just instantly build weapons.
Hey, Blue Tie, welcome to the stream, buddy. We've got Project Incursus and Nosehead joining us. Make sure you're checking out Project Incursus on the YouTubes.
Indeed, but let's go ahead and introduce our combatants here. On Team 1, we have Inix and SG It Keen, representing Team SG Itix. I'm trying very hard. That name has got a lot of syllables, they're consonants that I don't know how to read. Team 2, we've got Bee's Knees, made up of Zeus and Bees. And we have very different strategies coming out of both teams so far. The map is Caverns, which means it's got an up versus down or perhaps stalactite style feel.
Neither team is touching their bottom base.
Well, they just, as you said that, Team 1 placing a factory on their bottom base.
Oh, well there you go.
Looks like Team 1 going for a more typical 2v2 strategy of swarms into laser. Both teams going for the factory fairly early on, but Team 2 isn't going for swarms. They've built an armory.
Tickling the force.
Indeed. Coming out with a sniper just to give some harassment to their wind turbines.
And the Blue Tie saying here, go for dual autocannons, but he means the 20mm. I'm not currently playing Blue Tie. I'm spectating and observing with Incursus and Nosehead. It's a tournament that we are not in.
Looks like Bees and SG going for the sniper battle. Bees coming out on top.
Oh.
Ooh. Is he going to get the snipe on the second one?
There
Oh, there it is. Team 1 completely out of snipers, which is bad timing for them, as they've got their swarm missiles coming online right now.
Although it looks like the sniper and the swarm missiles might finish pretty much on time as each other. Yeah, he's placed that little bit of metal.
He's got to fire it quickly.
Oh.
Ooh, and he knows where the turbines are from the sniper before. There's no anti-air. Those swarm missiles are going to cleave right through Team 2's energy production. There's not a whole lot they can do about that. And it's all gone. With the battery hit as well. That did damage to the core.
Secondary explosion, and the core is smoking.
Which means if this match goes long enough to hit the time limit, currently Team 1 is in the lead. Uh-oh. This is going to hit really hard. Team 1 hitting at a point on Team 2's base that is entirely undefended. If those swarm missiles hit, they'll go straight into the core. The core is exposed. Just barely not taking hits from the swarm missile.
Although I think they can snipe that.
Oh, they can definitely snipe that from there. I don't think they're going to give it that chance.
It's a co-op 2v2 ranked tournament, so all resources are shared between players, and they can obviously, one fort goes down, they can help out with the other fort.
It looks like Team 2 starting to add on a bit more anti-air. Hopefully it works for them. Team 2's laser is down about an eighth of the way completed. Team 1's laser about half the way completed. Team 1 coming out with the earlier aggression didn't have to spend as much resources on defense, but now they're just picking apart Team 2's AA with snipers.
Jeez.
I mean, it's brutal. Team 2 has virtually no anti-air remaining, and no turbines to speak of. The swarm missiles are coming in. They're building. Team 2 is building an energy shield preemptively to defend against Team 1's laser because they know it's coming. But the swarm missiles are going to hit, removing actually not a whole lot of damage. Just splashing it everywhere.
Team 2 in the bottom went a little bit here. Let's buy a bunch of gunners.
And they're going for the MG wall tactic just to apply oppressive grade amounts of anti-air. We'll see if Team 1's snipers try to change that a bit.
Yep.
It looks
Yep.
up there they come. All right, so they get a few volleys off with their machine guns at the. Oh.
That, yeah. Pretty much
Ooh.
shut that down completely. So.
The MG wall works, completely shutting down Team 1's swarm missiles. Team 1 going back with the sniper, and there's the... Oh, is that enough? Oh, and it cleaves Team 2's base with the first shot of the plasma laser. And with that,
And here comes the salvo straight after that.
everything
Right
from Team 2 was in that
There
top base.
goes.
So Team 2 has no more weapons, no more tech.
They do
Oh,
have
they-
a fire beam.
They've got a fire beam that's being built.
Don't know how much that's going to be able to do.
Fire beam's not known for their destructive potential.
Mhm.
Oh.
Plasma laser hitting, not breaching anything. Ooh, and that's it.
No.
The second laser just slices it in half.
In the loss.
Alright, so we have
That was a quick
SG
match.
Idix with a victory, and we'll be moving on. Match only took 5 minutes, 43 seconds.
Wow, that was
Cuban
quick.
Wargaming saying here that he had the bad luck of fighting quiz cover on this map exactly 6 hours ago.
Ooh, that is
How did that go?
that sounds like he's hitting a hard wall of just pain and suffering.
Because I remember my survival series where quiz cover on, and you kind of destroyed him.
Well, I don't know about destroyed, but
You won.
came out on top after quite a long slugfest.
Pretty much. You were just like,
Um,
I'll just keep going, I'll just keep going.
Okay, so Alpha Kevin's previously has a forfeit early. They bowed out of the tournament earlier today. So
That's
gonna
unfortunate.
put- yeah. So
Francois
is gonna
gets
go
the
through.
free pass. So now we're on to the semifinals. It'll be failure guaranteed versus the Forts Horsemen. Oh, Quicks is gonna like this one.
Yes. So failure guaranteed versus the 4-2 horse.
I want to ask them
Right.
why the name.
Not
suppose
sure. I
Fort
think we
Wayne's
all
just-
know that it's
But
there's a
still,
lot of meme names here.
quiz cover Nox.
It's not Nox at this
Nox
point.
is.
Oh,
No.
those guys don't know that they've already won.
Ah,
That's what's going on.
Well, I suppose they're at least on the ball.
Alpha
Tubik.
Kevin's forfeit.
Remember, guys, if you want to fling questions at Nosehead himself, you can. Dumping Nosehead in it there.
What was that? Sorry.
I'm saying if anybody wants to fling some questions at you, they can.
Yes, they can. Whether I'll answer them is another issue.
So you can ask about Forts 2 that's not happening something. Because if it is happening, it needs to be in space, and me and Incursus have to be players or characters.
Characters. Yeah.
I'm
Be
more
good to
than
have,
happy to do voice acting. I've already got a voice acting coming up.
Have you been voice acting in something?
I'm helping an indie project. They were looking for voice actors. I was like, I'll help. And they saw my channel. It's like, yeah, we like your voice. You could be a commander of a spaceship. I'm like, yay. And everybody in my Discord was like, you do realize you'd probably just crash the battleship. I was like, God damn.
Some reason in my brain that feels perfectly appropriate. As much as that
Me
hurts.
Going, ah! Yep, that seemed about right.
As much as I'm sure that hurts, it just feels so appropriate.
Yep. Well, I'm called Smash Gaming, you know?
Oh, okay. So we need Joe and Rome back in here, don't we?
Indeed. Joe and Rome, two longtime players in the Forts community. Very well known.
Joe's get quite a lot in the workshop, actually, doesn't he?
Indeed. I'm curious to see how Quicks and X-Rays can handle these guys. 'Cause Joe and Rome are very well known for their, I don't want to say over-engineered, but very engineered and precise builds. Quick's cover is, I think, chaos incarnate, is a good way to put it. Goes with the haphazard and very forward aggression style.
Was it not Joe Apocalypse 1 and something with, because it was a 2v2 tournament before, I'm thinking a good couple back now, but all they did was like missiles, and they took down every single one of their opponents by hitting down the bottom of the fort, and it would knock it over. And people were just like, that's just cheese. So I'll build a gunner. Bleaker is asking, are these ranks listed based off the entire community?
The ranks are listed based off the entire community. These are actually the ranks of the ranked system. You can go into forts, you can play ranked mode, and you'll be ranked up, you'll be matched with an opponent who is also playing ranked mode and gain ELO points just like every other ranked game that in existence.
Oh, Incursus, when this is finished, I need to speak to you.
It sounds good to me.
Okay, so... Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay, so it seems...
rank 1 in the world.
Yeah, there he is. And Tuluk is just observing. Okay, that's fine. So everybody's ready.
We're good to go.
Alright, I think we got it.
So this is the first match of the semi-finals then.
Okay, and who's not ready?
It's Tuluk needs to ready up. Alright, almost good to go.
Sinus is growing impatient.
He's like, ready, and
Yeah,
to be honest, that's
ready,
what
come on,
I
man.
do. Because it does nudge people eventually, like, dig. Oh, Cuban War Gaming is actually ranked 39 apparently on Forge.
Indeed, he's another player. He's always in my streams. He's a great guy, I like him.
David, he said hi to me a few times because I usually just come in and I'm like, lurk.
Alright, we've got Abyss 1v1. On the left here we have Quick's Cover and X-Raisin representing Team Failure Guaranteed. And on Team 2, Romero and Joe Apocalypse representing the 4-2 Horsemen.
So I noticed they quite literally were doing the same tactics there. Apart from a little bit slow in Team 2 putting down the factory, but they both sold the gunner pretty much instantly at the same time, both rushed the top bit.
After a lot of play on these maps, there's not a whole lot of variation in the winning strategies. It's always you have to go up, because that's where the additional mines and turbines have to be placed, and early placements of the workshops. Because of the amount of AA capable possibilities on this map, the workshop isn't the... Getting early aggression is good, but not the most important thing, as it's going to turn into either a grind fest. It's going to turn in... Realistically, the map turns into a grind fest if you have a decent amount of defense.
Do you think we'll be seeing mortars by any chance?
I would be surprised if we didn't.
I also know that you can put a swarm missile in here.
Indeed, that appears to be what Team 2 is going for here. Joe Apocalypse's team, known for their swarm missiles, and it looks like they're going to be placing one. As right here, well,
Yep.
right there is the exact location to go. Actually, did they place that right?
Yep.
I'm not sure that's placed correctly. That looks like it's a few pixels too far into the wall. If they keep it just swarm missiles, at least some of the swarm missiles should make it across. I'm not sure that could be upgraded to a warhead properly. I gotta be careful with that.
Well, Quizcover laying down some suppression fire with the gunners and making them constantly repair the windmill, so they're constantly going to be losing that income.
Thank you, chat, for letting me know. I may have accidentally left the board displayed over the first bit of the map, which is my bad.
What did you do?
The bracket.
Oh, dang. How terrible of you, Incursus.
So let's go ahead and recap. We have Team 1 on the left, Quickscover and X-Rays, and Team 2 on the right, with Romero and Jopocalypse. Romero and Jopocalypse already with their swarm missile launcher down.
We've been talking and you've been, like, people have not been able to see.
On my stream, there may have been a segment of the match that is not visible.
So Quizcover's team actually going for a swarm as well.
Indeed.
They
However,
are.
Quickscover has quite a bit of aggression going on here with the missiles. I'm sorry, not the missiles, the machine gunners. Team 2's mines are not defended, so he's just tinkering away at them, tickling them back and forth. Team 2...
upgrade for a warhead.
Aggressive tickling.
Aggressive tickling, it's a good way to put it.
Yes. Aggressive tickling is the way to get the fort to fall. You tickle it enough, it'll fall over.
I'm curious to see. It looks like Team 1, that both teams are preparing to take missile hits here. They know what's going on. I'm curious that there hasn't been more diversity of weapons, but considering neither team has really built out any mines, they each built 1, so they're on 3, which means that they don't have a lot of resources to work with.
See the nuke, I keep calling it nukes, I'm just going to call it nuke. If that hits just under Team 1's core, could that potentially take it out?
It won't do it at that range. It won't do enough damage to blow it up in 1 hit, but it could set them on the back foot for a very long time.
They are starting to add some wood there.
King Benji is not in their tournament, I don't think so. I haven't seen him in any of the teams. I think he only does 1v1 too.
Let's see. Alright, so Team 1 does finally add on an additional mine, and is starting to use their machine gunners to clear out Team 2's AA, which will clear the way for Team 1's nuke when it's completed. Team 1's nuke not yet completed, but Team 2 looks like they're just about to fire their nuke.
Yep.
Indeed. And they are firing it straight toward the core.
Is it?
Oh,
it does.
there it goes.
With the manual control of the MGs, it's not enough.
Ooh, it's a very nice shot.
That hurt. And it hurt the core.
It did. So with official damage on Team 1's core.
Some extra defense on it. I was surprised how they didn't put too much in because it's just like it's a little nick into the core.
Yeah.
A lot of this.
There's the mortars. Nice to see the mortars.
But hey, mortar time. I feel like I just almost put that as very Power Rangery. It's mortar time.
Oh, we haven't seen the nuke used again out of Team 2. Team 1 hasn't defended against it either. Well, Team 1 launching their own nuke. They're about to ramp up the damage a lot.
Nukes.
And it's not enough. Ooh, Team 2 going for Team 1's nuke, but that nuke is protected a lot. And with the mortar fire coming out of Team 1, they're about to ramp up the damage.
Would have been better if they had targeted the core, I think, in that weak spot that Fraz pointed out.
Yeah, they've now completely, built over that, so it's going to take a few to get through. The mortar attack coming in from top. Oh, now they upgrade on the mortars right away, though.
Well, this is, if we look at Team 2's base here, this is what I was referring to with the highly engineered bases. Look at the amount of wood. Look at all everything. There's nooks for everything. We've got layers upon layers of sandbags. Oh, we had layers of sandbags, which just got nukes.
Just like you know that those sandbags you liked? Well, they're going away.
And it's just lots of small amounts of aggression coming out, but it's just enough to remove another layer of sandbags, which is gonna expose Team 2's energy production.
Yeah. And they blocked their.
Ooh, nice shot. For those wondering, X-Raisin is manually controlling the machine gunners in this point. Because at that angle, the machine gunners don't have time. Will have to be pre-fired and predict where the nuke is in order to actually blow it out of the sky. As the nuke with the downward angle here won't have line of sight long enough for anything to track it.
I'm just trying to actually chip into there.
Indeed, it looks like Team 1 looks like they want to try to take out Team 2's nuke, which would shut down their aggression. I'm just glad to see Team 2's nuke is not actually hitting the wall here, as that could have been just game ending.
Yeah, that would have been.
Ooh, that's almost enough to rip it off the wall. A couple more hits of the mortars in that position could just rip off all of the wall, all of the armor off of Team 2's base here. Maybe if not Team 2's base itself.
Here comes another shot. Oh. That is going to... Oh, well, just hitting the bottom there, but...
Oh! The drunk nuke goes straight up into the base. In that case, the bullet fire from the nuke actually hit the warhead, causing it to lose its tracking and just do a loop, hitting itself. Fairly common to happen with these things, but you have to nail that.
The drunk nukes are always fun.
Oh, always.
There goes another nuke. But they I mean, you do have a sizable amount of wood in front of it.
Indeed. The
But I
armor is
feel
fully
like with
protecting the
armor-
core here.
The
Alright,
only also Team 1 doesn't have any technology now.
Team 1
Team
has
2
no
should
heavy.
say.
Oh, Team 2.
I mean, Team 2.
Indeed, they
My apologies.
did lose it. It's kind of gone. But Team 1 managing, or Team 2 just adding on the additional mines, and they're starting to catch up to the mineral income of Team 1 here. But Team 1's had it for a bit longer, and Team 1's just been on full aggression here. Whereas Team 2 has spent all their resources on defense, Team 1's been able to spend all their resources on damage output, which is serving them very well. And that's a core hit.
Yeah, I think that's the second one they've had.
So we got miniguns about to come in here. Looks like they've upgraded their gunners just for extra effect, I suppose. 'Cause that's gonna be a
Miniguns
lot of-
very well known for dealing damage to exposed things such as turbines as well as wood and, well, sandbags as well.
Yikes. I mean, there's only so much you can turtle with. If you don't cause enough damage, though, you end up losing anyway.
That's right.
And it looks like Team 1 here is changing targets to try to remove Team 2's mineral production.
Is it
And
called
these-
minerals?
Or metal production.
You've been playing Stellaris too much.
Oh, there's the disconnect. Those minigunners are actually going to destroy one of the mines. I mean, that's going to be costly to reconnect that.
And Blaker, there's been EMP missiles and everything in the game. Because he was just saying there, I think he made this some at the start, he's saying he's surprised he hasn't seen tons of guns weapons yet. There's been quite a few EMPs.
Oh, that's going to be it. Team 2 is not going to be able to reconnect to what's left. If there's going to be anything left, is that there's only one mine left up there, and it's under fire. But Team 1 additionally adding on more mortars, which, for those familiar, 6 mortars is enough to just cleave through any defense. If there's no AA, that base is going to fall very, very quickly. The Team 1 reduced to 2 mines. I don't see them coming back from this.
Yeah, it's looking a bit one-sided at the moment.
Not even a lucky nuke has
Also,
a location.
why does sandbags blow up?
Well, visibly they blow
Just-
up, but they don't actually do any damage. They just kind of poof out of existence in a satisfying fireball.
It's a chemical reaction that occurs with the substance that's used with the sand, the anticoagulant.
He got a nuke off.
He did.
They did get a nuke off, and it did more core damage,
Oh,
but
wow,
it's not
okay.
enough.
Oh.
Oh, never mind.
That got shut down.
It would be interesting to see if Team 2 could get another nuke in there, because one of them triggered the damaged reactor music, so, or the low reactor music, I should say.
Indeed. Ooh, that was a heavier hit.
Just like chewing away at it though, because here comes a nuke, then it's followed by mortars, and it's followed by gunfire, and then what the heck just happened? Wait, what?
What,
X-rays
desync?
and desynced. I think he's back in.
Okay.
In other case, Quickscover should be able to handle this. Alright, looks like Team 1 is completely armoring up the front of their core. There's not even a location for the nuke to sneak in there.
Yeah, they've saved themselves there. That could have been interesting.
And that's it.
Oh, there it
Yo, that
is.
is the core down. Team 2 is now out. Yeah, 47%. Yeah, she got the core down too.
Yeah.
Not bad.
And this time, Team 1 had more than 10 times the amount of damage dealt than Team 2.
Far out.
Alright, so we have Team Failure guaranteed with the victory.
I should probably bring up that.
Alright, so now we have
Okay, so let's
SG
go
Idix
to-
versus Francois. Coming up next.
Okay, let's go to the bracket, and we will. Failure guaranteed. Not surprisingly, gets into the finals, basically.
I still estimate that they're gonna come out with the win here.
Yeah. The Sergeant team, or SG Idix, pretty good too. So I guess we'll see.
Indeed, I'm looking forward to these coming matches.
Okay.
Remember, the winner of this match
Extra Enix.
will be moving on to the bronze match. I'm sorry, the loser of this match. Wait,
Yeah,
no, I didn't
so-
say that correctly.
Yeah, we'll do the bronze match before the final
Yes, the
match.
bronze match to the final match.
Cursus, I'm rubbing off on you. That's not good.
I blame
Same
you for
thing
this.
backwards.
Okay.
All right, it looks like we have all the players in.
Excellent. Everybody's on the right team.
We get into some balls 2v2. All competitors here are high ranking. Lowest rank being rank 13. So this is going to be an interesting match for sure.
My rank's a bit low. In my defense, though, we reset my rank quite often for testing
you could
Mm-hmm.
reasons.
Look at it this way. You could base
Sure.
a really high rank, and
Yeah.
it just Incursus is really low.
All right, we
The
just need
quick
Quicks to ready up. If he's staying,
Yeah,
it looks like
let's-
he's staying as the observer. That's fine.
Okay.
Blaker's asking, will the final match be the best of 3 or would that take too long?
I think we'll just do one match like we've done in the past.
We haven't announced that it'll be a best of 3, so it will be a one match, as that is what everyone is expecting. All right, we are ready to go. Everyone's rated up, and the map is balls 2v2. We have
My
SG
favorite
Idix versus
maps.
Francois.
This is one of my favorite maps.
I've made sure to close the bracket, so it's not obscuring view this time.
It's usually a good thing. All right, what do you think we're going to be expecting here, guys?
Well, first off, let's go ahead and introduce our friends, because we already have some shenanigans going around. Team 1 on the left is Team Francois, made up of Tulk and Nox. Team 2 on the right, we have here SG Idix, made up of Inix6 and SG Itzkeen.
Got it, kind of.
The names.
It's a lot. I think they did this on purpose.
They did. I'm gonna make that a rule next time. No crazy names. Call
So
yourself
we get
Fred.
Team 1 going right down for the ball at the bottom.
Bottom ball.
Well, more importantly, both teams started off by placing their workshops. Our workshops are just about finished. They placed workshops before mines. So we can expect for some early
Yep.
game weaponry coming out here.
Team 1 both extending down, actually.
It looks like they're definitely going to be trying for some swarm missiles here, or missile launchers.
Oh, there
Oh
we go.
boy. Team 2 instead going for the
already.
factory. So they're going to be rushing those laser weapons. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Team 1 has a swarm missile down, but it's being sniped. Will they be able to defend it in time? Another sniper shot should see it destroyed. Oh, and the wood comes up. Oh, look at that. The wood came up just in time to rescue those missiles. That could not have been
That was a
any
little bit
closer.
close.
Convenient wood.
Wait, F8 or F9 brings up the names of the players in their teams.
F8.
F8.
Voila. Well, it's up there in the corner.
Alright, well, Team 1 placing an upgrade center, so we know how this is going to go down.
Painful.
Both teams sitting on
Burning.
6 mines.
Screaming. Which is usually what entails from it. A lot of screaming and explosions and a lot of paychecks going out the window.
We've got some mortars happening on the Team 2.
Indeed. Team
good to
2's
see.
mortars are about halfway completed, and Team 1 has reacted already by placing a fair few machine gunners. Uh-oh.
Has someone been watching my videos? I always get told off for that. Like, stop placing things in the same place. The sniper is now going to realize that all the gunners are sitting down there. I'm just going to sit and pick them off. There goes one mortar, two mortar. Oh, they're getting through.
They're getting
So-
through and directly hitting Team 2's mines. which is not good for Team 1's mines, which is not good for Team 1 at all. But Team 1 retaliating with swarm missiles. And this is an interesting development. Team 1 playing as a Seep commander, which causes the swarm missiles to launch, or causes all missiles to launch instantly. Additionally, missiles are warheads that are destroyed midair by AA, instead of just ceasing to exist, will transform into warheads. Or sorry, well, to swarm missiles.
I love that one. It's just like, cause it's like, ha, I took out your... I'm taking out everything.
Indeed, that makes it pretty much guaranteed that missiles, that swarm missiles will, or at least warheads, will always deal damage, which is a very, very good benefit.
They're not going to have enough energy production to shoot off 2 nukes, though.
Absolutely not. Well, they will. However, it will slow them down. Remember, they do have 2 cores, meaning they're sitting on about, what is about 210-ish energy production right now, which is more than most players have in a single game. And as they only have 2 warheads, they can definitely crank out some damage here.
I see if the 2 warheads hit, that first core will go down.
Well, they may not hit as warheads, but they will certainly hit as swarm missiles.
Because if they hit that laser, the backfire from it.
Indeed. Remember, lasers do explode when destroyed, can cause some damage.
Here we go.
Oh, Inix opening at the wrong... Oh, that was close.
Oh dear.
Inix exposing his core through an open door.
Oh.
Team 1 failing to armor and defend themselves.
I was wondering if they were gonna... I was wondering about that. I thought...
Now Team 2 Team 2 retaliating with their own swarm missiles. Team 1's in a bad way. They lost half of their energy and metal production. They're already building a munitions plant up in their top core, but it's gonna be late. It's gonna be slow, and they're gonna have to defend hard.
What would you do in this situation, Incursus?
Wood goes in all fields.
Yeah.
I would, well, try to save up for cannons, because there's not a whole lot of other things I can do. Wood and sandbags, because losing something like those 2 turbines, real bad for them. At this point, they're pretty much...
Hide your head in the sandbag.
At this point, Team 1 is pretty much just hoping for a lucky shot with a penetrated weapon like a cannon. That's really all there is to it.
I mean, the core down in the bottom, it's all back bracing.
Well, that could be considered a critical hit. Well, for the moment, Team 2 can get away with that, because Team 1 has no way of applying any kind of damage. That's going to change sooner or later.
What are they placing down there? A little gunner? A little gunner that never fired. Who is firing now and...
But I would have to say Team 1 does not have nearly enough armor on their core right now. They're going to be taking a lot of hits, and they could use some additional gunners across the top for the mortars. There's a lot of things they need to be doing here. The only problem is they're running real low on resources. They did manage to place the 4th mine.
Here comes 2 salvos, though. So that's going to hurt quite a bit.
1-2 punch.
Oh. Ouch.
And laser.
Oh.
Yep.
There's the damage.
No,
Is they can't. The problem with Team 1, or the Team 1 scenario right now, is that they can't be spending too many resources on defense. So if they build metal, they're just going to be losing their ability to ever place a cannon. If they can't place a cannon, they're never going to be able to come back in this. They're doing the right thing in using wood, and they just have to be cost effective about it. Oh, 4 salvos. That's damaging. They need to have their cannon placed ASAP.
Particularly with 2 of them have just been upgraded into nukes.
Indeed, once those warheads start coming in, they're not going to be able to defend indefinitely against it. Well, there's the cannon. They've got it down. All they have to do now is hold out, which means a lot more wood And a fair few more machine gunners. Oh!
Oh.
That laser actually dealing damage to the core, not enough to blow it up.
There comes Salvo though, and they're going to need to put as much armor, as much as it's capable of holding in front of that just now.
Exactly.
Because of those two nukes, because I'm assuming they'd be able to see those nukes.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be very difficult
Maybe.
to tell that they are warheads. But they can see that the swarm missiles are not going to matter.
There it is.
The laser just punched right
GG.
through.
Out it goes. Away it
Alright,
goes.
well, Team 2 wins. That's SG Idix with the victory.
There we go. So I take it that might be the last bit of semi-finals. No wait, yes.
That was the last semifinals match, and now we're on to the final. Well, more importantly, we're on to the bronze match.
So SG Idix goes through.
Our next
To the
match will
final.
be Francois versus the 4-2 Horsemen.
Let's see. Yes, is that showing up here properly? Yes, it is. So Joe and them.
So we're in for quite a treat in the finals, actually. But yeah, we have 2 more matches left of Fordament. Oh my god. Incursus, you just taught now.
Whoa.
I can't believe I just put tournament and Forge together.
The Fordament.
Welcome to today's Fordament.
Francis.
Oh,
That sounds wrong.
And Knox, and so. Oh yeah, and Joe's here, so we just need Knox.
And Nox is
This will
here.
be deciding rank 3 in our tournament. The runners up, and then we'll be followed quickly up by the finals of Forts Tournament 12. Sure, I get that in.
Is Hillfort the play?
Mm-hmm. Could be Skylands. Maybe Skylands 2v2 would be interesting.
Ooh.
I want to. Yeah, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it to Skylands.
Well, if we do Skylands this time,
2v2.
well, I suppose it depends if Skylands this time or next time.
Why is it telling me I have to just download Skylands? Oh wait, it's a 2v2 event. Why do I not have that downloaded? Should be downloaded momentarily. Otherwise I'll probably have to run out and make sure my fortune.
I'll see if everybody complains about it. I'll put it back to Hillfort. But I wouldn't mind seeing this.
And this is not a new map.
No.
Alright, looks like Quick's cover is the last to successfully download, and there we go. Alright,
so-
we are good to go.
If the other team hasn't played it,
I mean, it's difficult. It was on the list of maps.
it was, wasn't it? I mean, I did put that on a few days ago, so.
It's not a new thing. We're surprised, or at least shouldn't have
Okay.
been.
Let us begin the bronze match.
Bronze match.
Alright, so we'll be starting the bronze match here. Just waiting on Quicks to ready up again. We have our teams. It is Francois versus 4 Horsemen.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This looks.
This is interesting.
Looks
This map, more commonly known for its meme usage.
I know there's both forts at the top have sold their workshop. So you only need one.
Let's go ahead and introduce our contestants here. On Team 1, we have Apocalypse and Romero represent... Alright, let me retry that. Apocalypse and Romero, jeez, coming in for Team... Why am I... Team 1, Team the Four Horsemen. I'm like brain fuzz right now. Alright, and on Team 2, we have Tulk and Nox from Team France Wiz. We've already got a lot of shenanigans. Well, I don't know about shenanigans. This map is made for shenanigans.
Incursus is frazzled.
Oh god, I blame you for this. Both teams already have their factory down. Neither team going for the munitions plant, meaning that we're not going to see some T3 mortars out of this. But both teams really, they have the same tactic here. The difference is Team 1 has built their 6th mine, whereas Team 2 it's only got 3.
Do you think that's deliberate? Because I mean, they seem like almost neck and neck apart from that.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure that's very deliberate. Team 2 simply working on different priorities.
Can you connect top to bottom?
I imagine it is physically possible. However, I do not see a benefit for it, as the lack of ground support in this map is not terribly beneficial to doing so. For those wondering, yes, you can in fact connect to the center structure here. It's for matches like this, it is more common for people to simply blow through it and burn it down, but it is entirely possible to connect. Usually the team that connects to it is pretty much guaranteed a victory.
I noticed Team 1 has more block in front of their cores, whereas Team 2 has got very, very little, even back bracing between that one as well. So, well, the missiles are out. I know about what?
Indeed, Team 1 with Romero and Apocalypse have actually already placed a fire beam, meaning once that fires into the center structure, that's going to start burning down, and it's going to disappear fairly quickly. We'll see if they'll burn it down first, or try to get some of their weapons out, ready to capitalize on its on the center structure's existence.
See, the only thing I worry about is, like, they have a fire beam, right, to take down that center point. But
then what?
They don't really have much in the way of defense for the cores.
Yeah, that's right.
Although I noticed Team 1 has also got their own fire beam, so whether they like it or not, it's probably going to be coming down.
Oh yes, this structure's going to come down. No, they're not going to be able to claim it for here. Neither team's even trying to claim it at this point. It's much too risky of a tactic. I'm actually surprised that neither team has gone for mortars either. This mortar is fully capable of firing over the center structure.
Yeah, right.
And dealing
Team 2
significant
down
damage.
A laser as well, but Team 1's laser is about halfway done. Their fire beam is about to be complete.
Much more interestingly, Team 2 has not placed any additional mines. They're still sitting on 4 mines. They can build more, should they so please to.
Well,
Team 1.
Apparently that's been let to go down now.
And, well, the center structure's starting to burn down. I'm actually curious to see that neither team has elected to connect to their additional expansions. Each separate base has 2 floating islands that they can connect to either place additional things, being either a mine, swarm head, or just have the additional bridge location for anti-air reasons.
I just feel like Team 1 has just a lot more, like they've got a lot more armor in front of us.
Team 1 has a lot more everything.
before. Yeah, true.
So once this comes down, Team 1's going to be at a hefty advantage. We'll see how this goes. Oh, it's starting to burn down. Got the first little segment collapsing here. It's going to all come down fairly quickly. It's like a countdown timer. We've only got a few more seconds before everything kicks off. Team 1 adding some
and
extra
burning
fire
and
to the
burning
flame.
and burning. I mean, Team 2 does have two fire beams and a laser that might be complete by the time that comes down, so that could do a sizable amount of damage to the bottom base, but
I think Team 1 really wants that to come down.
Yeah. Not sure if I would be spending the energy on it.
I don't think it really matters at this point. They've got so much energy production and nothing to spend on it. Nothing to spend it
that's
on.
true.
yeah, they really want that down.
There
Well,
it goes.
here it goes.
Oh, and away it goes.
The game is
you're
afoot.
Getting an upgrade. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, here come. Oh,
Oh.
Ooh, that was close.
very close. Just nicked the core a little bit there.
Oh, the core's on fire. They haven't started repairing it yet. There it goes. That's good to deal a fair amount of damage to their core. Alright. There is an energy shield there.
Playing this round actually. A lot of fire beams being shot off. There goes another one.
Dealing no damage to Team 1's anything.
Team 2 upgrading to 2 nukes, but will they get a chance to fire them?
Ooh,
Yeah,
energy
well
shield coming in
positioned.
clutch.
Yeah.
Defending the
good.
core.
Ooh.
Cutting deep, but not hitting anything. Oh!
That was awesome.
The sniper shot
so
ricocheting
nice.
off the shield and hitting the back of the sniper.
And Battlebot, if you're looking for any help, just be sure like the mods are here to help you out, and you can ask us anything as well. We've got Nosehead, one of the developers of Forts here. Just ignore whatever the heck just went by the window.
And that's
There
it.
goes the bottom core. Saw that going way.
Their Team
There
2's
goes,
bottom core
that's
not
a
having
solid
enough.
wound. I feel like Team 2 just did not have anywhere near enough defense to stave off like pretty much anything from Team 1.
I would have to agree with that assessment.
Because they could also take 2 nukes to the face.
Oh yeah, Team 1
And
can
then
take.
some.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's no threat from these nukes here. They would have to deal massive amounts of hit after hit after hit.
That's a very interesting maneuver. Are they? What did they do? They upgraded the sniper, sold them, then put them down again?
It's
Well-
probably a misclick on the sniper
Oh,
upgrade.
God.
Oh!
that
Oh,
was
the
clever.
nuke combo.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Um.
Uh-oh.
Drunk.
That's the drunk
Where's
nuke.
drunk?
Where does it go?
Where'd it gonna go?
Oh, and it
Sniper.
just gave that sniper a nice little high five.
That poor little guy.
And he's gone. Another
I mean, the
volley
sniper
coming out of
finishes, they might
Team
be able to
1.
Get a volley off, but
If it finishes, is the
never
big concern.
mind.
Oh, laser actually taking out one of the nukes.
yeah, they have like no defense right now. They're also selling the nuke.
Yeah,
Okay.
it looks like they're looking like they're repurposing the nuke's location to add some more armor to defend against the incoming fire, which is probably the best decision for them because they're gonna have to take quite a lot of hits here. Unfortunately, that means they're also left without any kind of aggressive damage output options. And with only 2 mines, they're really out of options to rebuild it as well.
Battlebot, don't worry about it. I don't normally stream on Sundays, Saturdays, should I say. This is especially for the Forts 12 tournament. Did I say that right this time?
Yes, you did.
Tournament 12.
Yes.
Tournament 12. The 12th Forts Tournament. What are they building? Ooh.
For those wondering, the flaming missiles in fact do additional damage, which is why the fire beam is being used to shoot their own missiles as it's about to hit the enemy core or enemy base.
And it looks cool too.
That it does, which I think is the most important part.
How much time do you actually get for like before like a flaming nuke burns out?
The flaming nukes do not burn out. However, the swarm missiles do.
Ah, okay.
Actually,
Oh,
that was
that's
a
close.
really
Flame
nice
that
plasma
right
hit.
before that goes down.
I don't see them coming back from this. With only 2
Yeah.
mines, they don't have the income to rebuild properly. They're just kind of hoping. As long as Team 1 just keeps up the fire, then there's not a whole lot Team 2 can do about this. And with Team 1 sitting on the amount of turbines they have, I don't see them coming back at all.
Well, those seagulls got some flaming missiles up the bum. Wow. I just feel like they're sort of rebuilding the same thing over and over. They kind of need to do something in order to fend that all off in some form.
Indeed. The question is, what can they do with the income they have?
Turtle.
Build a rocket.
Well, they don't have any technology. They have to build the technology first. The technology is not cheap. Is that
There
it?
we go.
That's it.
Oh,
Yep.
Off into the void it goes.
boom. And that is the bronze match complete. We are going to be moving on to the final. But we have which team won?
That was Team 1,
That was-
Romero and Joe Apocalypse, representing Team
Yep.
4 Horsemen.
Coming second again.
This seems like a.
Well, third this time, I suppose.
Oh, sorry, third. That's what I meant.
Joe Apocalypse known for his second place matches.
Yes. All right. So let's go here and up.
We're going on to the final with Quickscover and X-Raisin from Team Failure Guaranteed versus SG Idix with Team...
So
yes,
we go ahead.
SG Idix. I'm gonna have to announce these guys again. Oh,
You're doing well.
these names...
Okay, and we need the map. This is where we're going to do this crazy map. For the final.
Up, on, down, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss this one?
Oh, I love this one.
I don't think I've seen this one. Up, on, down.
Mm.
Oh.
B-Man had
Oh my.
B-Man had a very fun match on it, and he figured it would be good for the final. And I watched it; it looked pretty good. So we shall see.
This looks like it's going to be interesting.
It is a lot of fun.
Okay, so are we missing anybody?
I don't think so, because Quiz was observing, so now he's partaking, so there's like one space.
This is very interesting. This is going to be like all right. I highly suspect. All right. I'm not going to say anything more. I'm just going to let it happen.
Okay, so ready up. Is that everybody? Is everybody on the right teams? Yeah, Inix. Oh no.
It is Inix and
Yeah.
SG at Keen
Yeah.
on
yeah.
Team 2 versus
X-Raisin and
Quickscover and Quickscover on Team 1.
Is this a best of one, a best of three? They're asking now.
One. It's just one match.
You gotta win the first time.
Oh, this is going to be a hard one.
Alrighty, so let's.
I was just waiting on.
SG at Keen.
You actually got it this time. I think. Maybe.
Well,
Okay.
I've pronounced it like 17 different ways so far. That one just seems very fluid.
And for the final match, here we go.
Time's up. Let's do this.
Okay. So, are we thinking Team 1 or Team 2?
Oh, I'm still putting money on Quicks and X-Rays.
Yeah, I tend to do that too.
SG Idix has proven that they are skilled and able to hold their own. However, I still expect Quickscover and X-Rays to come out on top. Quickscover very well known for his ability to handle these types of strange scenarios.
You know what's fun to do in this map? Make a giant wall.
Oh, I'd be surprised if that doesn't happen. But let's go ahead and introduce our players here. On Team 1 on the left side, we have X-Rays and Quickscover from Team Failure Guaranteed. And on Team 2 on the right side here, we have Inixix and SG at Keen from Team SG Inixix.
I noticed, sort of, David, we've got like a ton of mines on the left and a ton of windmills on the right.
Oh yeah, both teams are going to have to do all this. However, mines usually need to be placed first, as they're the most expensive, take the longest to build, and permits additional buildings more than turbines do. Both players capitalize. Oh boy, don't zoom out too much. Both teams capitalizing on the currently existing resources in the map by cannibalizing, or should I say, reclaiming all the miniguns and existing extra peripherals.
Yep.
That is a lot of windmills.
Oh yeah. Team 2 going with a similar tactic, but spreading the wind turbines out.
I mean, do they need that many windmills when they have 4 cores?
If they intend to be doing an obscene amount of firepower, oh yeah, they will. I'm questioning their decision to build them so soon. Building them at this point will mean that Team 1 is going to be guaranteed to get out weapons first, or at least technology first. And you see Team 1 is, well, they're doing exactly that.
It
Looks
seems
like
to be all going for swarm missiles as well, though.
Indeed. Both teams have already got down 6 swarm missiles apiece, and the number is only rising. However, Team 1 does have quite a few more mines. Wait, do they have more mines? Actually, it looks like both teams are the same on mines.
About the same, yeah. Team 2 just has heaps more turbines.
Well, they're going to need it to fire all those swarm missiles.
Yeah, they haven't thought that through, clearly. Oh, maybe they get enough from the cores, I don't know, but...
Well, the cores are already giving them 400 energy per second, just on the cores alone. With Team 1, because each of these turbines is going to be giving about 30 energy, so that's going to be, sitting on a little bit more than 500 energy per second for Team 1, and I'm not even going to try to calculate that from Team 2. That's going to be like 1,000 per second. Is that going to be 1,000 per second? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, just shy of 1,000 per second energy out of Team 2.
Quicks is upgrading things.
Well, Team 2 is starting it off, whereas Team 1 is elected to upgrade the warheads first. Team 1... I'm sorry. While Team 1 is elected... Oh, my...
There it goes.
Oh! And the critical hit! Team 1 loses access to all of their missiles, as well as a massive chunk of their energy production.
Yeah, but he's just built down to them.
He has, but it's going to take another hit from the swarm missiles. If he loses, he's got to defend that rear base. If they don't defend that rear base...
Yeah. Okay,
Right,
they got their stuff back.
They did, but they're taking hits. They're taking a lot of hits.
Oh, wow.
That was unexpected.
That was a critical hit and a half. The front base is just sacrificing themselves for defensive reasons. But now Team 1's... They have to have hopefully saved up a lot of energy, because they're going to need it for this. They don't have time to start upgrading things anymore. They just have to deal with the damage.
Yep. Yep. Oh, we got a wall happening over here.
Oh, and there we go.
Rickety.
The wall is up. This is
All right. More importantly, Team 2 with the advantage here has managed to launch the nukes
we go.
first.
Counterattack.
Holy.
God, there's stuff going on everywhere.
With 3 nukes! Team 1 trying to build an MG wall, but it doesn't get placed in time.
Whoa.
So, that
Jeez.
happened.
That was great.
Wow. Well, let's see which if they can refire these things again. Oh dear,
Comes more.
that's a lot of wind turbines. They're kind of
Yeah,
Team
they
One kind
finally
of desperate
realized.
for energy at this point. Losing the core hurt them a lot. All right,
Oh no.
let's
Oh,
see
you
what those
missed.
missiles
No,
do.
no, 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 no. Oh. Oh god.
Oh, the flak actually dealing some serious damage
Yeah.
here.
I
Two
got
more
Oh,
nukes.
geez.
Is that going to be enough? Oh, that cleaves off all the armor, but leaves the core exposed. It's not enough to finish it off. Team 1 looking like they're struggling to get the energy they need to fire off their missiles.
Oh,
Do they have a
let's get
sniper?
through.
Oh, the drunk nuke
Oh.
going off course
Drunk
and not actually hitting the core. It looks like Team 1 doesn't have a sniper anymore. Team 1 sniper has been disconnected. They cannot fire their missiles. They're rebuilding a new
Built
one.
New sniper. Yep.
I think they're too busy trying to deal with the incoming
Oh, the sniper's
constant
lost.
barrage of missiles, but they need to.
That is a lot of flak.
Yeah.
That's an awesome amount of flak going on there.
I think awesome is the correct
on team
word.
2. That's gonna keep anything, any projectiles at bay.
Oh, that's
my
3 more
God.
nukes.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Is that going to be it?
Oh,
I don't see that core surviving.
Oh.
And the core goes down. They lose some more of the energy production. Team 1 struggling hard, but the sniper comes online and
my
Team 1 retaliates.
Oh,
Oh no!
Wow.
One of Team 1's nukes flew off the bottom of the map and despawned.
oh no.
Oh
Uh-oh.
jeez.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was close. Almost losing another core. Machine gunners taking out the nuke. Team 1 definitely could be struggling for energy here, but 3 more nukes pile in.
Oh wow.
It takes out the MG wall, but there's not going to be enough here to defend. There's not going to be enough armor to defend against this next nuke. The second core goes down. Team 1 reduced to
have one
1 core left. And the...
Wait, are we about to see quiz cover lose?
Wow.
Oh wow.
Ooh. Alright,
Yeah,
well,
no, that's
it
good.
looks like Team 1 is just shy of giving up. The chatting has
That
started.
was funny.
Wow.
Oh man,
That was
this has
amazing.
been a rough one.
In Battlebot, it's a 2v2 ranked, and I only do 1v1 ranked. This is 2v2 ranked at the moment. I do play 2v2, but it was all ranked. All the players were ranked in.
Oh, that
wow,
laser
look at
just...
that.
There it
that was a
is.
perfect shot right
There
off the
it
top.
is.
Down it goes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Team 2 has been defeated. Team 1
GG.
comes out with a victory. Team 1 has been defeated. Team 2 comes out with a victory.
100% reactor health.
Whew. That first shot. Essentially taking the game. That was definitely amazing.
Quiz cover and X Rising taking second place, and I'm gonna let Incursus say the other two.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have our victors. It is Team SG Idix, comprising of Inixix and SG at Keen, taking the fight and besting X-Raisin and Quickscover in this
That was
Forts Tournament
that was
number
just
12.
Awesome. And that was unexpected and then really cool to see some new winners. Like, because I mean, obviously, Quicks and X-Raisin have done well in the past, but it's always good to see some new guys come on, get into the game and kick ass.
Indeed, and it's definitely been an interesting tournament, to say the least. But guys, make sure to check out their channels of the players here. X-Raisin, very well known here in the Forts community, streams all the time, and in French. For all you French guys, make sure to check him out on Twitch. Quickscover's got a YouTube channel, and he does a lot of Forts videos, especially the higher skill Forts videos. So make sure to check him out as well. Tulk, one of the other observers here, has been trying to get in. It's not enough room for him the whole time, but he is here. He also streams on Twitch, just like X-Rays, and make sure to check him out as well. And of course, there's our lovely Fraz. He's currently streaming
Hi.
and been with us the whole time.
Absolutely.
Fraz streams on Twitch and has got a great YouTube channel, so make sure to give him some likes on his videos.
And guys, if you're
Hi.
online, make sure you're going to Project Incursus on YouTube. And thank you, Nosehead, for having us along again for this amazing
No
tournament.
worries. I'd like to thank you guys heaps for helping out and participating and calling the action. You guys are really good at it, and I really appreciate the effort and your time. and obviously all the support that you give Forts. And I'd also like to thank all of the tournament competitors for giving us their time and showing us some great Forts skills. And there will be another tournament probably in a month or so, and we'll figure out what kind of configuration that will be. Yeah, so I just want to say thanks, guys. And I'll probably sign off from the stream now. So all the best to everyone, and have a good one.
Yeah, we'll see y'all later.
See you.
All right. I'll be winding down my stream as well, so make sure to have a good one, everyone.
Yeah, see you all later, guys.
Alrighty, guys, on the stream. It's been a good day. It's been a good match. I will not be streaming tonight as I still have to recover from today and my work week, but I will be making some more videos and such coming up soon. So make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe on the YouTube, or follow on Twitch if you want to see more. But for now, have a good day, everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, all.